outside locker room. At this time, first call, girls, 4x100 meter relay. First call, 4x100 meter relay.
everyone, and welcome to Texas National Bank Field at Bobby Lackey Stadium and the 31-6A Track and Field Championships. Before we begin the running event finals, let's take a look back at some highlights from Thursday's field events.
We start off with the girls' shot put. Alexis Cruz qualifying for area in 4th place from Edinburgh. From Edinburgh Economides, 3rd place finisher, Arlissa Sierra. In 2nd place, taking the silver from Edinburgh Economides, Lizette Ramirez, and your 31-6A gold medalist from Edinburgh in the shot put, Brianna Sanchez.
What was the competition like?
It was tough. We were neck and neck for a while, and then I just had to pull through and just try my best.
Girls discus throw, we start off with 4th place, Diana Quintanilla from Edinburgh North. Also from Edinburgh North, 3rd place finisher, Tiara Rodriguez. From Weslaco, picking up the silver, Gia Cavazos. And your champion from Edinburgh, representing the Lady Bobcats, Brianna Sanchez. On the boys discus throw, 4th place finisher, Kobe Gibson from Edinburgh Vela. 3rd place finisher, Felix Hernandez from Edinburgh Vela. For the Bobcats, 2nd place finisher, Jorge Ayala. And your champion from Edinburgh Vela in the boys discus, George Hinojosa.
I've been waiting, but it feels really good to finally get to PR, especially at the district meet.
Boys shot put, let's take a look here. 4th place finisher, Felix Hernandez. In 3rd place from Edinburgh Vela, Kobe Gibson. Also from Vela, 2nd place, George Hinojosa. And your champion from Edinburgh, representing the Bobcats, Jorge Ayala. Girls high jump, we start off with Adriana Garza from Donna North, who picks up 4th place. In 3rd place, Damaris Regalado from Donna North. From Edinburgh, in 2nd place, Denisa Santa Maria. And your winner in the girls high jump, 31-6A champion from Edinburgh, Vela, Isabella Villarreal.
Talk to me about what it took to become a champion.
Oh, well, for me, it's a lot of mental stuff, so I just have to believe in myself, pray all the time, and just know what I can do.
Boys high jump action. In 4th place from Donna North, Juan Alvarez. 3rd place finisher, Rene Juarez for Weslaco High School. In 2nd place from Edinburgh Vela, Jonah Martinez. And your champion, boys high jump, Edinburgh Vela, Noah Trevino.
It feels good. I got it last year too. It's good to go back to back. I'm just thankful for it.
Moving on to the girls long jump action. 4th place finisher from Weslaco High School, Lisa Marie Sanchez. Weslaco High School, Emma Arndt. Picking up the silver, Amity Ebarb, also from Weslaco High School. And your champion in the girls long jump from Weslaco East, Brisa Guzman.
Hard work and practice and practice and practice. And rest too, because I had a lot of shin split problems, so it's like take a break here, take a break there, and then not doing long jump at some meets just to save my legs for district and area coming up. Thank God I made it 1st place. I'm pretty proud of myself.
Boys long jump. In 4th place, from Weslaco High School, Joe Maldonado. From Edinburgh Vela, Delvid Cupa, 3rd place finisher. In 2nd place, from Weslaco High School, representing the Panthers, Devin Dena. And your champion from Vela, Victor Segovia. Boys triple jump, let's take a look here. From Edinburgh, Jaime Zamora. From Edinburgh Vela, 3rd place finisher, Rene Luna. Your silver medalist from Weslaco High School, Gabriel Gonzalez. And from Edinburgh Vela, after winning the long jump, he also wins the triple jump, Victor Segovia from Edinburgh Vela.
2 gold medals for you. How does it feel?
It's a great feeling knowing that all the hard work pays off in the end.
Girls triple jump, going to area, Amity Ebarb from Weslaco High School. In 3rd place, Emma Arndt from Weslaco. In 2nd place, Brisa Guzman from Weslaco East. And your champion in the girls triple jump from Weslaco High School, representing the Lady Panthers, Lisa Marie Sanchez.
Okay, Lisa, congratulations. The triple jump. How does it feel?
Awesome. It's been like 4 years coming. The same thing happened when I was a freshman. I fought for first place by like an inch, and it's just great to like recreate that senior year.
Girls pole vault going on to area. Alyssa Salinas finishing in 4th place from Edinburgh. Leila Alvarado from Westlaco High School finishes in 3rd. In 2nd place, Stephanie Almazan from Westlaco High School. And your winner from Westlaco KWES, champion in the girls pole vault, Allison Rogers.
It feels great. I worked very hard to get here, and I'm excited. I'm glad I got first. I've been trying so hard to clear 9, and I finally cleared it.
Boys pole vault, 4th place finisher, Leviticus Rodriguez. In 3rd place from Edinburgh North, Jose Zamora. In 2nd place from Westlaco KWES, Isaac Coronado. And your champion in the boys pole vault from Edinburgh Villa, Nicholas Larson.
Congratulations, Nicholas. You are the 31-6A district champion. How does it feel?
Feels pretty good.
What was it like? You know, you've probably been doing this since you were a freshman, you know, trying to work your way up to a gold medal. What was all the hard work? How did it feel to finally get it to pay off?
It felt pretty good. I've been training for quite some time. I was told I couldn't do it, so I showed everybody I could, and it really means a lot to me, yeah.
You're ready to go on to area. What do you want to do up there?
I want to train a little bit harder, get on some different poles, and hopefully clear like 14. I think that would be great.
The 2019 31-6A UIL Varsity Boys and Girls Track and Field Championship here at Texas National Bank Field in Bobby Lackey Stadium. We want to welcome everybody at this time, and at this moment, to continue with today's festivities, we want to take this time to acknowledge every athlete that has placed and has medaled at this event. Within the next couple minutes, if you have medaled, please start making your way down to the field. We will start with the girls' 3,200-meter run, followed by the boys' 3,200-meter run. In the girls' 3,200-meter run, in 4th place, from Westlaco, Samantha Cienfuegos. In 3rd place, from Edinburgh Vela, Liliana Perez. In 2nd place, from Edinburgh, with a time of 11:55, from Edinburgh, Angelica Noyola. And your winner, with a time of 11:53, from Westlaco, Destiny Longoria. Those are your winners for the girls' 3,200-meter run. On to the boys' 3,200-meter runners. Please start making your way to the field. Now in the boys' 3,200-meter runners. In 4th place from Edinburgh, Juan Garcia. In 3rd place from Edinburgh Vela, Mario Salas. In 2nd place from Westlaco with a time of 9:34, Antonio Sanchez. And your winner with a time of 9:34.31 from Edinburgh Vela, Jeremy Nino. And now on to field events. Girls, starting with girls discus. Now in the girls, discus. In 4th place from Edinburgh North, Diana Quintanilla. In third place from Edinburgh North, Tiara Rodriguez. In second place from Weslaco with a throw of 107.6 Gia Cavazos. And your winner and district champion from Edinburgh with a throw of 117.07, Brianna Sanchez. On to the boys. In fourth place from Edinburgh Vela, Kobe Gibson. In third place from Edinburgh Vela, Felix Hernandez. In second place from Edinburgh with a throw of 163 with 3 inches, Jorge Ayala. And your winner and district champion in the boys discus from Edinburgh Vela with a throw of 184 and 6 inches, George Hinojosa. Girls high jump. If you've medaled in girls high jump, please start making your way down to the infield. In girls high jump, in fourth place from Donna North, Ariana Garza. In third place from Donna North, Damaris Regalado. In second place from Edinburgh with a jump of 4 feet 10 inches, Chenesa Santa Maria. And your winner with a jump of 5 feet flat from Edinburgh Vela, Isabella Villarreal. At this time, second call, girls 4x100 meter relay. Please make your way to the table, to the start line for your numbers. At this time also, boys, for first call, 4x100 meter relay. Make your way to the tables for your numbers. On to the boys high jump. In boys high jump, from Donna North. In fourth place, Juan Alvarez. In third place, from Weslaco, Rene Juarez. In second place, with a jump of 5 feet 8 inches from Edinburgh Vela, Jonah Martinez. And your winner and district champion with a jump of 6 feet 2 inches from Edinburgh Vela, Noah Trevino. On to girls long jump. Your winners in the girls long jump. In fourth place from Weslaco, Lisa Marie Sanchez. In third place from Weslaco, Emma Arndt. In second place from Weslaco, Amity Ebarb. And your winner and 31.68 champion from Weslaco East with a jump of 6 feet 4.5 inches, Brisa Guzman. On to boys long jump. Now for boys long jump, your winners. In fourth place from Weslaco, Joe Maldonado. In third place from Edinburgh Villa, David Cooper. In second place from Weslaco with a jump of 21 feet 2 inches, Devin Denna. And your winner and district champion with a jump of 21 feet 10 1/4 inches from Edinburgh Villa, Victor Segovia. Up next, girls pole vault. Last and final call for the girls 4x100 meter relay. Please make your way to the table for your numbers. Results for the girls pole vault. In fourth place from Edinburgh, Alyssa Salinas. In third place from Weslaco, Leila Alvarado. In second place from Weslaco, Stephanie Almazan. And your winner and district champion with a jump of 9 feet flat from Weslaco East, Allison Rogers. On to boys pole vault. Now for the boys pole vault. Results for the boys pole vault. In this event, we had a tie in fourth place with Ethan Alvarado from Weslaco, Joby Perales from Weslaco, and your athlete that advances to area from Edinburgh, Leviticus Rodriguez. In third place from Edinburgh North, Jose Zamora. In second place with a jump of 12 feet flat from Weslaco East, Isaac Coronado. And your winner and district champion with a jump of 12 feet 6 inches from Edinburgh Villa, Nicholas Larson. Last call at this time. All 4x100 meter relay girls, please report to the start line. All 4x100 meter girls, please report to the start line, please. On to girls shot put. In fourth place from Edinburgh, Alexis Cruz. In third place from Edinburgh Economides, Arlissa Sierra. In second place from Edinburgh Economides, Lizette Ramirez with a throw of 33 feet 11 inches. And your winner and district champion from Edinburgh with a throw of 39 feet 10 1/2 inches, Brianna Sanchez. On to boys shot put. In fourth place from Edinburgh Vela, Felix Hernandez. In third place from Edinburgh Vela, Kobe Gibson. In second place from Edinburgh Vela, George Hinojosa. And your winner and district champion with a throw of 58 feet, 11 and a half inches from Edinburgh, George Ayala. On to girls triple jump. In fourth place from Weslaco, Amity Ebarb. In third place from Weslaco, Emma Arndt. In second place from Weslaco East with a jump of 34 feet, 11 and 3/4 inches, Brisa Guzman. And your winner in the girls triple jump and district champion with a jump of 35 feet, half inch from Weslaco, Lisa Marie Sanchez. Second call, boys, 4x100 meter relay. And the last, boys triple jump. In fourth place from Edinburgh, Jaime Zamora. In third place from Edinburgh Vela, Rene Luna. In second place from Weslaco with a jump of 42 feet, 7 inches from Weslaco, Gabriel Gonzalez. And your winner and district champion with a jump of 43 feet, 11 inches from Edinburgh Vela, Victor Segovia. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove all headwear as we honor our flag and those that have fought for our freedom with the national anthem.
And welcome to Bobby Lackey Stadium. KWES bringing you 31-6-8 track meet. This is the district track meet. And of course, we're getting ready to get underway in the finals of all our running events. I am Joe Aguilar, joined tonight by Mike Gonzalez, and we'll bring you all the action. As you guys watched in the pregame just a little while ago, you saw all the winners from our field events and our 3,200 meter run. Mike, I'm excited about today.
Yeah, Joe, all the work that's been done since, January, February, all the track meets. I know a lot of these teams went out of town to play elite competition. all for this afternoon and this evening. This is the moment that everybody's been waiting for in the track season. This is the start of a journey of trying to win a district championship. The top 4 winners in each event will qualify to the area round, which we'll host here at Bobby Lackey Stadium as well in 2 weeks. And so just a lot of excitement, pretty good crowd on hand, nice weather. I mean, let's go. Let's get right to it.
Yeah, you mentioned the weather. It's been very nice. As a matter of fact, this morning it was actually just a little bit cooler, and then now the sun has popped up. And so it's going to be perfect weather for track competition tonight. And we'll get started in just a few minutes. We're going to get underway with the 4x100 meter relay girls, and then, of course, boys. We know that, the field events were taken care of Thursday as well as the 3200. So a lot of these athletes well rested. I know I was talking about that with a few friends of mine, how I like the fact that they're going to get that 1 day of official rest.
Yeah, that's a great point, Joe, because a lot of these athletes, they put a lot of energy, and they competed in the discus, they competed in the pole vault, the long jump, the triple jump, the 3200 meter. I mean, just a lot of action took place that morning, that day. And as you mentioned, Friday, they took Friday off so that they can rest their bodies. I know Thursday evening they had the prelims as well. So, I mean, these kids have put in a lot of work already, and then they've had a 24-hour rest, and now they're right back here at Bobby Lackey Stadium so they can compete for the district championship.
Well, we're going to get ready to get underway in the girls 4x100 meter relay. So let's go over the lane assignments for y'all tonight. In lane 1 is going to be Donna North. In lane 2, Edinburgh High School. In lane 3, Edinburgh Vela. In lane 4 will be Weslaco High School. In lane 5, Weslaco East High School. In lane 6, Edinburgh North High School. And in lane 7, Edinburgh Economides. Weslaco High School comes in with the best time, 50.74. Weslaco East is 2/100ths of a second behind them with a time of 50.76.
And something else worth mentioning, Joe, is the girls' side for Weslaco High come in with a seven-year streak of winning consecutive district championships. If they can win tonight, win their 8th straight district championship, that's going to tie the school record of 8 in a row, which Jimmy Platt said on the boys' side back in the late 80s and into the 90s. And so I know Coach Almaguer is very excited about the opportunity. I had a chance to chat with him through text a few days ago, and he's really looking forward to the opportunity. And he's very proud of what the program has done over the last 7-8 years. There's been a number of girls that have come through the program, has had a lot of success. They've gone on to run in the college level, and just tradition is continuing. And so a big day to look forward to at Weslaco High School on the girls' side.
Yeah, you were talking about girls going on to compete in at the collegiate level, I was going over the records of the 6A track meet, and there's a couple of names that really stick out. Eleanor Arndt, who this year is a freshman running for UTRGV. Matter of fact, is competing today. The other is Sydney Salinas, who's pole vaulting over at North Texas State, who's also competing today as well.
Yeah, and I know there have also been contributions of athletes that play multiple sports. I know some of them were basketball players and some of them were volleyball players that made a contribution to this this championship run that the girls have had these last several years.
Well, the record for the girls 4x100 meter relay is 48.84, set in 2015 by Weslaco High School.
So there we go. Weslaco High School, right in the think of it. And you bring up a few of the names that have come through the program, and one that comes to my mind is Angela Villarreal.
Yes.
She played basketball for the girls and was member of the Sweet 16 teams in the early part of this decade, and also was a big part of the track success during her years in high school.
Yeah, she's currently playing basketball in Louisiana. So she's also one of those names that we heard many a times on volleyball teams, on basketball teams, and on the track and in field events as well. Looks like the girls have got their blocks ready, and we're just a few moments away from getting underway here tonight in the finals events. These are the running events tonight, and as we mentioned, we will begin with the girls 4x100 meter relay, followed by the boys 4x100 meter relay. And once we get started, it'll be back-to-back action throughout the rest of the night. So we want to thank you guys who are tuning in right now via YouTube. We are on live. So if you have any friends, family that you would like to share this with, make sure you let them know. Just share it. Let people know, hey, we've got a great track meet happening. The 31-6A district track meet is happening at Bobby Lackey Stadium in Weslaco. Join in.
Absolutely, and I'm sure there's loved ones from out of town, out of the valley, that have connections to a lot of these athletes that would love to see some of the action. So yes, please let them know that we are on live.
Well, starter has just blown his whistle, so it looks like we're getting ready to get the girls into the blocks. Let's go over the lane assignments once again. In lane 1 is Donna North. In lane 2 is Edinburgh High School. In lane 3 is Edinburgh Vela. In lane 4 with the fastest time is Weslaco High School. The time is 50.74. In lane 5 is Weslaco East, and they have the second best time at 50.76. In lane 6 is Edinburgh North. In lane 7 is Edinburgh Economides. Weslaco High School will start with Jenna Martinez. She'll hand it off to Lisa Marie Sanchez, who's already won a couple of medals in the long jump and triple jump. Third leg is going to be Calissa Cavazos, and the anchor is Emma Arndt. Weslaco East will begin with Itzel Rodriguez. Brissa Guzman is the second leg, who too was in the long jump and won a gold medal. Here we go. They're set. And we've got a false start, so let me just continue with Weslaco East again. First leg is Itzel Rodriguez. Brissa Guzman is the second leg, as we were just mentioning. She's already medaled in a few events here at the district meet. Actually, she got a gold medal. And then the third leg is going to be Giovanna Elizondo. And anchoring for the Lady Wildcats is Giovanna Cáceres.
So we had a false start in the first race of the afternoon here. Probably some nerves as we get underway here. I know a lot of these athletes, they were warming up. They were trying to run a few laps around the track to get the muscles going, to get the adrenaline going a little bit. And we still see some of the athletes here at the football field, taking little warm-ups. They're stretching their legs. And
it looks like Edinburgh North was the one that jumped the gun. And so they've been eliminated from competition. Lane 6, Edinburgh North. So here we go, getting ready for the girls 4x100 meter relay. Once again, the district record is 48.84, set by Weslaco High School in 2015. So the girls are getting into their blocks. Lane 3 is Edinburgh Vela. Lane 4 is Weslaco, and lane 5 is Weslaco East. Those are the three schools you want to keep your eyes on. And now we've got a clean start. Once again, Weslaco is in lane 4. They are in the purple uniforms. Weslaco East is in black. Lane 5. Looks like Weslaco got the baton off first. Little crowded there, but they were able to get it away cleanly. And it's Weslaco and Weslaco East in first and second. But Weslaco, being that they are in the inside lane, is probably a few steps ahead because of the curve. And we'll see the third leg of both squads, Calissa Cavazos and Giovanna Elizondo. And the anchor legs now have the baton. And here comes Emma Arndt along with Giovanna Cáceres. And it's Emma Arndt and Cáceres pulling away from the rest of the crowd, and it looks like Weslaco is going to get another gold medal in the 4x100 meter relay, followed by Weslaco East silver medaling here in the 4x100 meter relay. So first and second place go to the schools of Weslaco Independent School District.
Yeah, a great start by both Weslaco East and Weslaco High. We see a great shot there by our cameraman. You see good sportsmanship all around, but just a terrific race all around. But it was pretty much a Weslaco High, Weslaco East pretty much throughout. But as we made that last curve there, that's when it looked like the Weslaco High's relay team was taking over once Arndt got the baton there, Emma Arndt. got the baton in the last 100 meters. She really took over, and but Westaco East not far behind. As you see the replay there, that clean handoff by both those schools there, just right next to each other there. Just great job all around. But just look at Emma Arndt there, just the way she hustles, the way she's holding the baton, going smoothly across the track there. But give credit to Westaco East, Giovanna Casares. She did give Emma Arndt a good race there. So a great start for the Lady Panthers.
Well, silver and gold for Westaco ISD in the girls 4x100-meter relay. The boys are next, so let's go over the lane assignments for the boys. In lane 1 will be Donna North. In lane 2, Edinburgh North. In lane 3, Edinburgh Vela. In lane 4, Westaco High School. In lane 5, Westaco East High School. In lane 6, Edinburgh Economides, and in lane 7, Edinburgh High School. Again, you have Westaco in lane 4 with the best qualifying time of 43.11. Westaco East comes in with the second best time of 43.50, and then Edinburgh Vela comes in with the third best time with a time of 43.76. Westaco High will begin with Joe Maldonado. He'll hand the baton off to Devin Denna. Denna medaling in the long jump and triple jump earlier today as well. And then third leg for Westaco High is Jesus Hernandez. And anchoring for the Panthers is going to be KJ Jones. Westaco East will start off with Jose Serna. Hector Muñiz is the second leg. Third leg is going to be Raven Figueroa. And Joe Animas is going to be the anchor leg. Couple of names on the Westaco East team that we heard a lot of during football. Hector Muñiz and Joe Animas.
Yeah, absolutely. Both are great players for the football team. And then for Westaco High is Devin Denna and KJ Jones, both the speedy wide receivers for the offense there. Put up big numbers this past year, playmakers. And Westaco High, as you mentioned, brings in with the fast qualifying time of 43.11. Worth mentioning, there's only one heat in each of these events. So whoever wins first place, they're going to be your district champion. Second place, silver medalist. Third place, your bronze medal, and so forth. Top 4 are the ones that are moving on to the area championship. And I just got the results of the girls' 4x100-meter relay. Fourth place was Edinburgh High School. Third place was Edinburgh Vela. Second place was Westaco East. And your first place winner with an official time of 50.18 was Westaco High School.
The boys are now in their blocks. The record for the boys 4x100-meter relay is Mac High set in 1991, 42.64. And it looks like we've got a clean start. Once again, Westaco in lane 4, Westaco East in lane 5. This time Westaco is in the white, and it looks like they're making up the stagger rather quickly, and that's Joe Maldonado with the first leg. And their second legs, they all receive the baton very cleanly. Right now, Westaco is in the lead, followed by Westaco East. There's the handoff. Clean exchange by both squads, and Westaco on the inside lane has already made up the stagger and then some. And here comes KJ Jones with the anchor, and there goes the baton. Very clean handoff, and it's Westaco running away with it, and Animas for Westaco East running very strongly. It looks like it'll be Westaco East, and Edinburgh Vela, just like the girls 4x100-meter relay.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the official time is going to be, because it looked like they were flirting with the record there, Joe, for a few seconds. We see a great shot there of KJ Jones. Great job there, just pulling away from everybody else. But Westaco pretty much took over after really the first handoff, and the 4 runners did a heck of a job all around. Just the clean handoffs there. You see the guys are having a great time there, congratulating each other.
And you love to see that.
Oh, man. I mean, as a former athlete, you love to see the little celebrations like that and the little connections they have together. You see Miss Morales there, the principal, also congratulating the team there. And but just the impressive thing, Joe, we see the replay there. Watch this handoff here. Watch the way KJ Jones sticks his hand out. All that is work they put in throughout the season, and just they know exactly where to place the baton there, and that's key. There is making sure that it's a clean handoff there, because if you drop that baton, well, then it's over. So those little things like that are very important to this race. And I mean, just as we mentioned before the race, KJ Jones, Devin Denna, 2 speedy runners from the football team, and this is where it really pays off, and when they contribute in the track and field there. And so easily Weslaco High, your first place winner, but Weslaco East with the silver. The anchor man for Weslaco East Animas did a great job there. The way he hustled, he made some ground there to KJ Jones, even though the gap was pretty long. I mean, he kind of closed it a little bit. I thought he did a great job running his 100 meters.
So yeah, great job there by Weslaco High School and Weslaco East. So we've done the girls and boys 4x100 meter relays, and the next event is the girls 800 meter run. Let's go over the qualifiers for the finals. In lane 1, well, they're not in lanes, but we're going to go over the 20 names. Amity Ebarb of Weslaco, she's got the best time of 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Liliana Perez of Edinburgh Vela High School. Tessie Garcia of Weslaco East, a time of 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Stephanie Puente, Edinburgh North, is also in the finals. Natalie Garcia of Weslaco. Ana Vela of Weslaco as well. Dianat Garcia of Economides. Yakisha Loredo of Edinburgh High School. Diane Lozano of Edinburgh Economides. Shayla Gaitan of Edinburgh North. Jenica Paz of Weslaco East High School. Brandy Garcia of Weslaco East High School. Drina Garza of Edinburgh North. Ameline Garza of Edinburgh High School. Renee Diaz of Edinburgh Vela. Eileen Huerta of Dana North. Kimberly Guyona of Dana North is also in the finals. Jennifer Ruiz, Edinburgh Vela. Jennifer Barron, Edinburgh Economides, and Lisbeth Arevalo of Dana North High School are all the finalists in the girls 800 meter run, which will be run in just a few minutes.
Yeah, if you notice, Joe, the last two runners, Jennifer Barron and Lisbeth Arevalo, didn't have a seating time. I've learned within the last few years, the experience that I've had is sometimes those are the most dangerous runners because you don't know what to expect from them. And a lot of times they just all of a sudden, have a great race and get a medal in their summer. So keep an eye on them.
Yeah, they could be girls that maybe ran cross country that didn't want to run track, and then all of a sudden the coach said, hey, I need your help for the district meet, because we've seen that before.
Absolutely, no question about that. So even though they didn't have a seating time, we got to keep an eye on them. I have the results for the boys 4x100 meter relay. In fourth place was Edinburgh Economides. In third place was Edinburgh Vela. In second place was Weslaco East. And your first place winner with a time of 42.54 was Weslaco High School. What was the record, Joe?
42.64.
So that they set a new record?
That's a new record.
That is a new district record. Congratulations to the boys.
Good eye, Mike. You were talking about that was very close to a district record time, and it looks like they broke the record.
Yeah, the race, they were going so fast that when they crossed the finish line, and then our little graphic there where we showed the time there, I noticed that it was very close to the record that we had previously. So now with the official time of 42.54, Weslaco High School, this version of Weslaco High School now has.
Well, the record is held by Mac High.
Well, Mac High.
So
yes.
they broke a Mac High record.
When was it? 1991?
1991.
Wow.
So now Weslaco High School owns the girls and boys 4x100 meter relay records.
Awesome. That is awesome. Great job all around.
And the girls was just set a few years ago in 2015.
And we bring up Angela Villarreal. I believe she was in that
She
team.
was her along with Eleanor Arndt.
Okay.
We're both on that team
there you
as
go.
well. So.
Yes.
So it looks like they're getting the girls lined up for the 800 meter run. And this is one that you just see them sprint for 2 laps.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of strategy involved there. I know the athletes, they get with their coaches and they have like a little strategy, like, okay, you go this fast, or you try to go, you maximize your run at this certain time, or you know what I mean. You kind of pace yourself maybe early on, and then as you pass your first lap, then that's where you maybe bring it up another notch or two. So there's a lot of strategy involved.
Well, they've got them already lined up, and remember, they got to stay in their lane till they get to the other end of the first curve. And once they get to that end, they can begin to break into the first lane. So that's when we'll start to see the leaders begin to separate from the pack.
Yeah, and you notice they have some cones there between lane 4 and lane 5, right where that line is and where it curves. You see some cones lined up there for what, the first 100 meters or so?
Yes. Well, yeah, it's about 100, 110 meters until they're allowed to come in. And so we are off in the 800-meter run, and Amity Ebarb already beginning to set the pace. And as she begins to make her way to the first lane, let me just make this comment, Mike. The girls' 800-meter run 6A record is 2:14.02, set by Alexandria Cruz out of Edinburgh High School. Amity has a qualifying time of 2:13.
There you go, good
So
eye.
if she PRs tonight or even ties that, she will break the record.
And I know when it comes to prelims, the coaches kind of tell them not to go full throttle in that race. So if you have a seating time of 2:13.10 in the prelims and the record is, what was it again, 2:14, I mean, that's very impressive. So absolutely something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. And one of the things that we also need to talk about is the fact that she's out there by herself. So there's really no one pushing her. So that makes things really difficult. She does have the capability to break the record, and we know that because she's already run a faster time. But will it happen tonight? That's yet to be seen. As we mentioned just a little while ago, without someone pacing you,
right,
it's really hard. So no one's really pushing her. She's already got about a 40-meter lead on the rest of the pack.
And I know that's something that Coach John Boswell, our good buddy, who just retired last year, that he would comment a lot, is that sometimes when you have that kind of lead, it's not so much the competition you're going up against. It's sometimes it's a competition against yourself, and it's just basically mind over matter there. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure Amity doesn't know, or you know, there's probably not a clock ticking in her
She's
head
at
right
156 with 100 meters to go.
And if you notice there, she's kind of bringing it up on a few more notches as she's finishing the race here.
She's looking for the record. She knows what the record is, and she's going to break that record. She's trying really hard to get across. She just picked it up. She crossed it at about 2:13. So we'll wait for the official time, but unofficially, it looked like she broke the record. And she's followed by, looks like Liliana Perez of Edinburgh Vela and Tessie Garcia of Westaco East. So it looks like those are going to be our top 3 finishers. And of course, we'll wait for the official time, but she was flirting with breaking that record.
And great point, Joe. Like, as she was coming down the last 100 meters or so, I have a feeling that she was looking up at the scoreboard to see what the time was. That's the great thing about the brand new scoreboard we have, is it's so big that you can see nice and clear what the time is. And I have a feeling she knows what the record is, at least maybe her prelim time. But she finished right around her seating time, and so if she did, then we're going to have a new record set today.
Yeah, good to see records falling, and Amity is just one of those athletes that we have seen all weekend long, because she also medaled in several events. One of them being the girls' long jump, where she received a silver medal with a jump of 15:09. So, you know, and we talked about this a little while ago, Mike, just the fact that Friday you get to rest. You know, I was visiting with my dad earlier today, and was telling him that I was going to be here tonight. And we were talking about, you know, back in the day when we used to have to compete, we used to have prelims in the morning and finals in the evening. So that Friday rest is just phenomenal for these young athletes. And hopefully we see a lot of these records fall because of that.
Yeah, we see a great shot there of Amity Ebarb. I have a hunch that she's looking up at the scoreboard to see if maybe they would post her time there. You know, as anxious as we are to know, I could only imagine what she's thinking right now.
Yeah, exactly. So we're getting ready for the boys' 800-meter run. So let's go over the qualifiers. Antonio Sanchez with the best qualifying time of 1:58.86. Jeremy Nino of Edinburgh Vela, 1:59.38. Now those two guys are the winners of the 3,200-meter run, if my memory serves me correctly. Jeremy Nino finished first, and Antonio Sanchez finished second in the 3,200-meter run. Abram Maldonado, Asael Reyes, Andrew Nunez, Joel Alaniz, Mario Juarez, Oscar Salas, Victor Cordova, Daniel Banda, Eduardo Velador, David Medrano, Sebastián Flores, Ricardo Mendoza, and Adan Garcia are all your qualifiers. Abram Maldonado is another one to watch out for from Westlaco East. He's put in some pretty good 1,600-meter times in the past. Looks like the runners are getting ready to get to their place. And Joel Alaniz from Westlaco East is in this race. Daniel Banda of Westlaco and Sebastián Flores of Westlaco as well. And they are now officially underway. And there goes Tony Sanchez. They like to call him Tony Baloney. He is out there along with Nino from Edinburgh Vela. And now they're officially making their way over to the first lane. And we've got a few Donna North runners out trying to set the pace. And here comes Nino. Sanchez is blocked in behind the East runner, which is Abram Maldonado. So we are down the backstretch of the first lap. Tony Sanchez making his way, or making a move on the outside, so he's now in third place. So we've got Nino and Sanchez and Maldonado in the hunt right now, and we'll see them begin to make their move here. As soon as they get to that back leg where we've got about 300 meters, we're going to begin to see these guys separate from the rest of the pack.
Yeah, by the looks of it, the top 2 or 3 for sure looks like it's going to be a heck of a race there. And as you mentioned, Joey, now we see the top 2 runners kind of separating themselves a little bit for now.
That's Nino and Sanchez. Vela and Westlaco High. Those are the 2 guys that fought it out Thursday night in the 3,200-meter run. And so here we come, making the back turn, and now come down the home stretch. We've got Tony Sanchez looking for a kick. Nino pulling whatever he's got to finish this race. And here comes Sanchez. Sanchez is only a half a step back, and they are going to run their hearts out to win this race. And it looks like it's going to be Nino and Sanchez. Abram Maldonado in that hunt as well. I don't know if he got 3rd or 4th place, but he was struggling and fighting and digging deep for that 3rd spot. So Nino, Sanchez, and of course we had Maldonado and Reyes fighting it out for that 3rd spot. And it looked like there may have been a little bit of a mix-up in their footing with Nino and with Sanchez here at the end.
Yeah, we see a replay here. Sanchez is going to try to make a move to his right side there, and then watch how Nino is. You see there, Sanchez trying to make a move to the right side, but Nino stays in his lane there and is able to separate himself. As they're looking up in the jumbotron up there, but Nino is able to hold off Sanchez there to win the race.
Yeah, and in 3rd and 4th, we just saw that it looked like it was Asael Reyes and Abram Maldonado finishing for Donna North and for Westlaco East. So we are done with the boys and girls 800-meter run. And we are now going to the girls and boys 100-meter hurdles. So we're going to have a few moments as they get those set up. And as they get those set up, we did not talk about, Mike, and we apologize to our viewing and listening audience, is the 800-meter run record was set by Wally Gonzalez from Edinburgh North High School in 2006, and that was a time of 1:54.94.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, that's a great point there. That's what, about 13 years ago.
Yes.
So yeah, that was the boys 800-meter run. So I don't think a record was set for that race though. But I got the results here of the girls 800-meter run. 4th place was Danette Garcia out of Edinburgh Economides. In 3rd place was Stephanie Puente out of Edinburgh North. In 2nd place was Liliana Perez out of Edinburgh Vela. And your 1st place winner with a time of 2:14.20 was Amity Ebarb of Westlaco High School.
2:14 point what?
2:14.20.
She missed it by 18 hundredths of a second.
Wow. Wow. It was close.
It was very close.
She definitely flirted with that time. So she actually finished a little slower than her seating time, but it was more or less right where we thought she would finish, and but just fell a little short of the record, but still a heck of a race there. And Emily Ebarb is your district champion in the girls 800 meter run.
Yeah, and again, how much of that is due to the fact that there's no one pushing you?
Yes, that's a great point, Joe, because I mean, her lead was what, about 40, 50 yards, and you know, sometimes when you go up against yourself, you just maybe want to pace yourself, maybe you don't want to risk injury. I mean, there's a lot of factors. I mean, only they know what they're thinking, but if you notice in the last turn, she did bring it up a few more notches, but it happens. But the most important thing is, number one, she won the race, and number two, she's healthy.
Absolutely, because she goes in to area as the number 1 seed, representing 31-6A. So she once again had a great time of 2:14. There's nothing to hang your head about that one. And again, as we just mentioned, 18/100.18 of a second off the record.
Yeah, and now I have the boys' 800-meter result here. In 4th place was Abram Maldonado out of Westaco East. In 3rd place was Asier Reyes out of Donna North. In 2nd place was Antonio Sanchez out of Westaco High. And your 1st place winner with a time of 1:57.41 was Jeremy Nino out of Edinburgh Vela.
Less than half a second separated those two.
Yeah, that was a pretty intense race, especially toward the end. But Nino was able to hold off Sanchez there. And, but it was a great race. It was a fun one to watch, that's for sure.
That it was. As we were talking about, Mike, they really began to separate themselves on that second lap. They just, really began to stretch out their lead, and it was basically a 1-2 race, and then 3 and 4 race. The rest of them were a little far behind.
Right. And we talked about on top of the show about Westaco High going for history tonight, chasing its 8th straight district championship. After 9 events, they have Westaco High with 106 points, and Edinburgh High School is in 2nd with 59 points, and Westaco East is in 3rd place with 49 points. And on the boys' side, I was told that Edinburgh Vela was your 31-6A district champion last year before the realignment when Westaco East, Westaco High, and Donna North joined them. Edinburgh Vela right now is in 1st place after 9 events with 136 points. And in 2nd place is Westaco High School with a 68.66. And in 3rd place is Westaco East with 31 points. And this includes the field events that took place Thursday afternoon.
Well, they have the hurdle set up, and we are just moments away from getting started with the girls' 100-meter hurdle. So let's go over the lane assignments. In lane 1 from Westaco East High School, Clarissa Jaramillo. In lane 2, Edinburgh Vela High School, it's Hannah Larson. In lane 3 from Edinburgh Economides, Carmen Mata. In lane 4 with the best qualifying time of 16.59, Edinburgh Vela is Gabriela Solis. In lane 5, Edinburgh North's Priscilla Sanchez. She has the 2nd best time at 17.03. In lane 6, Nayeli Peña out of Edinburgh North High School as well. 17.32 is her time. Lane 7, Arlis Munoz from Westaco East High School. 17.72 is her qualifying time. And in lane 8 is Erin Franco from Edinburgh Economides. Record for the girls' 100-meter hurdles was set by Leah Brown back in 2012, 14.24. That is a phenomenal time, because when you hear 14 seconds, you think of the guys.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point there. I remember Leah Brown, probably one of the better athletes that the Valley's ever had. I mean, at least in modern history, we're talking the last 20, maybe even
At
30
least,
years.
yeah.
Leah Brown was a very, very gifted special athlete that we had. And just a phenomenal time there that she had in, what was it, 2015 you said?
2012.
2012.
Okay, just think about this, Mike. We've heard of the accolades of a gentleman from Harlingen by the name of Randy Bermea.
Yes.
A guy that placed in state, a guy that was a multi-sport athlete that played football as well, was highly recruited across the nation. He also holds 2 district records, one being the 100-meter hurdles. His time was 14:04. Leah Brown's is only 2/100ths of a second. I mean, sorry, 2/10ths of a second.
Right, that's phenomenal. That's just...
That's how good that time is.
It'd be great to have them go off against one another one day just for fun. I mean, when you throw in Randy Barmea, Leah Brown, and then you remember a kid named Vince Castillo, out of Donna High School.
Right.
Oh, state champion. What was it?
As
for
a
2 years?
freshman.
Oh, yeah, he was another great one. Went to Mississippi State, I believe.
Yes.
For college, and oh man, like it's great that we have those kind of athletes down here in the Rio Grande Valley.
And you know, Mike, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this, but I don't think that record's going to be touched anytime soon. Because if we look at the qualifying times here, and this is not to say anything negative against our athletes right now, but the best time in this finals is 16.59.
Yeah, that's a whole 2 seconds.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
in
that's
track.
quite a bit. Yes, absolutely. In an event like hurdles, I mean, hurdles is not an easy event to participate in. I mean, it requires timing. It requires jumping over, obviously, the hurdles. And I mean, it's not an easy event to participate in. And man, that's just phenomenal.
Okay, they've got them all set up. They got the hurdle set up, so we're just moments away from getting started in the girls' 100-meter hurdles. And, of course, right after that, it'll be the boys' 100-meter hurdles as well. I want to thank all our camera crew for the great shots, because this event is actually on the opposite side of the stadium, but you guys are getting a great view on YouTube. And of course, those of you here in the stadium with your headphones on and listening to the commentary get to watch it on the Jumbotron. And what a clear picture that is. I'm just taking a peek over there, and it looks really nice.
Yeah, I mean, we're showing off we get to. We have a brand new Jumbotron scoreboard here that for the fans to enjoy, and the athletes there is something we're very, very proud of. And yes, and we have a crew like KWES in the talent, great camera crew, great director all around. And, when you work as a team like that, you're going to have a good product and a good show. And that's our goal. That's always our goal, is to give top-notch a show for the public out there.
Well, they're already getting the girls in their lanes, getting them ready. We saw them already taking a couple of warm-up starts. A couple of girls went over the first hurdle just to get their countdown, because of course once you see them going over the first hurdle, it's all about 1, 2, 3 jump, 1, 2, 3 jump, and it's all about timing, and it's all about precision, and of course speed. But if you're not over the hurdle, the speed doesn't really matter. So they're just, I don't know what they're waiting for, but the girls are ready. There goes Coach Guzman from Wesco East High School.
Yeah, congratulations to the Wesco East powerlifting program, another regional championship. They had a state champion also. Imadol Ordonez brought home a state championship, and Jacob Banda came home with a silver medal at the state meet. But when it comes to, when you think about Wesco East, you think about the football team, the first thing that comes to mind is a big and strong athlete, and it starts with the offensive line.
And Jacob Banda is one of those.
Yeah, Jacob Banda, is a big part of that. And, they have banners at Wesco East Gymnasium, and 3 of them say state championships, Wesco East High School. And this year, they won a regional championship. So a lot to be proud of. I mean, keeping that tradition and that legacy alive there on the East Side Strong Side.
I think they've got everything ready. They just lifted the flag over here by the finish line, so it looks like they're ready to go. Starter's still not up in the stand yet, though. But anyways, let's go ahead and go over the lane assignments once again. Lane 1 is going to be Clarissa Jaramillo of Wesco East. Lane 2, Hannah Larson out of Edinburgh Vela. Lane 3, Carmen Mata, Edinburgh Economides. Lane 4, Gabriela Solis, Edinburgh Vela. Lane 5, Priscilla Sanchez, Edinburgh North. Lane 6, Nayeli Peña, Edinburgh North. Lane 7, Arlis Munoz, Westlaco East. And in lane 8, Aaron Franco of Edinburgh Economides. So they got him ready and getting into the blocks. Starter is on his stand. Again, Gabriela Solis is in here with the best qualifying time at 16.59. She's out of Edinburgh Vela in lane 4. Westlaco East has 2 qualifiers in Clarissa Jaramillo in lane 1 and Arlis Munoz in lane 7. They are set, and looks like we got a clean start. And in the middle, lane 4, that is Solis over the first hurdle, and she is now in the lead by about 3 steps. And in second place, it looks like it's going to be Priscilla Sanchez out of Edinburgh North. So Gabriela Solis, from my vantage point, looks to be the clear winner, followed by Priscilla Sanchez in second place.
A reminder, athletes.
Yeah, Gabriela got off to a great start. As soon as the gun sounded, she took off. And basically, after the first hurdle, pretty much had control of the whole race there. And she was able to jump over all the hurdles cleanly there and finish strong there, put her head down as she crossed the finish line, and finished with an excellent time there as we see the replay. Notice she was already ahead after the gun sounded, and just right after that first hurdle, she pretty much controlled the rest of the race there, making it look easy while everybody else was playing catch up there. It was great shots there by our camera crew. And just like you mentioned, Joe, 1, 2, 3, jump, 1, 2, 3, jump, 1, 2, 3, jump. It's all rhythm. And you just use your God-given ability, jump over those hurdles.
Arlis Munoz from Westlaco East looked like she was competing for the 4th spot there. So she was in the mix, in the hunt for that final area slot. So as we wait for those results, let's go ahead and move over to the boys 100-meter hurdles. In lane 1 is going to be Rolly Moreno of Edinburgh Economides.
Lane 7, Edinburgh North, and finally lane 8.
Boys 110-meter hurdles. My apologies. Boys 110-meter hurdles. Rolly Moreno out of Edinburgh Economides. Jonathan Reyes out of Edinburgh North High School. In lane 3 is going to be Ethan Alvarado of Westlaco High School. In lane 4, Roel de Leon from Edinburgh North High School. In lane 5, Victor Segovia of Edinburgh Vela High School. In lane 6, Joey Villanueva, Edinburgh Economides High School. In lane 7, David Morales of Edinburgh North High School. And in lane 8, Fernando Mendez of Westlaco High School. We talked about this a little while ago, Mike. The record was set back in 2011 by Randy Bermea of Harlingen High School with a time of 14:04.
If you notice there, you look at a shot there of the football players raising the hurdles up for the boys. So the hurdles get a little higher on the boys competition, and it's also a little longer. Instead of 100 meters, it's 110 meters. Those are the 2 differences in the race there. You see the Westlaco East football team represented. We're talking about Coach Guzman there, and then you see the athletes there participating and helping out this event there are the Westlaco East football players. And if you notice, Joe, the race is taking place on the far side of the stadium. That's because the wind is blowing from the south to the north. So what they do is they have the competition going with the wind. And so that's usually we see that in track a lot. They prefer for the runners to go with the wind instead of against the wind.
Yeah, downwind always helps out a little bit. We're going over the lane assignments, and the name that you probably are familiar with is Victor Segovia of Edinburgh Vela. He won a couple of long jump events, the long jump and the triple jump.
And then let's see, we got a Westlaco High School representative, Ethan Alvarado, in lane number 3. So we got a lot of Edinburghs and 2 Westlacos in lane number 8, Fernando Mendez, also Westlaco High School. Belongs to Roel de Leon out of Edinburgh North. with 15.44. And then the next best one, Joe, is a 16.20. So coming into this race, Roel is a heavy favorite.
Yeah. He comes in with the best qualifying time, as you were just mentioning, almost a full second over everybody else. So it looks like they're getting ready to get back in. Getting into their blocks. And again, the lane assignments: Edinburgh Economides, Rolling Moreno in lane 1, Edinburgh North, Jonathan Reyes in lane 2, Westlaco High School, Ethan Alvarado in lane 3, Edinburgh North, Roel de Leon in lane 4, Edinburgh Vela, Victor Segovia in lane 5, Edinburgh Economides, Joey Villanueva 6, Edinburgh North in lane 7, that is David Morales, and in lane 8, Westlaco, Fernando Mendez. And it looks like we've got a clean start, and Segovia over the first hurdle. And inside in Edinburgh North, Roel de Leon is right on him, and looks like he is now just taken over. And that is Roel de Leon out of Edinburgh North with the gold medal, from what we can tell from up here.
Yeah, Victor Segovia got off. He left and had the lead after the first hurdle, and Roel de Leon had to play catch up there, but by the third or fourth hurdle is where he surpassed Victor Segovia and is able to finish strong there. But he had to come from behind. He had to earn this one, that's for sure.
Ethan Alvarado in the mix as well, and so we'll wait to see the replay and see if we've got something going on. Not sure if we have video and audio up on YouTube. Yeah, we've got audio going on. So again, we've got, from our vantage perspective, those were very, very tight. So again, they just, good run. Here comes the replay, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So again, as we mentioned, Segovia with a great start. And in lane 3, as we mentioned, from Westlaco High School, Ethan Alvarado running hard. And that's where he had a little.
All boys in the 100-meter dash.
But he did try to make it up right there. And again, you know, live, it's really difficult to see, but he was in the mix right there towards the end. But again, first and second, what a good race run by those two young men.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got to give credit to, once again, Roel de Leon for coming back. I mean, because again, Victor got off to such a good start that Roel was kind of in the mix, and then he caught up. He was able to elevate his run there, and just you see there him talking to the coaches there and getting the congratulations. Maybe not the start he wanted to get, but nevertheless was able to catch up and was able to, there he goes, yeah, saying, yeah, you're the district champ, #1. And I got the results of the girls' 100-meter hurdles. It took place a short time ago. In 4th place was a Nayeli Peña out of Edinburgh North. In 3rd place was a Carmen Mata out of Edinburgh Economides. In 2nd place was a Priscilla Sanchez out of Edinburgh North. And your 1st place winner with a time of 16:04 was Gabriela Solis out of Edinburgh Vela.
Great run. So we're getting ready for the next event, which is the 100-meter dash, girls followed by the boys. So let's go over the lane assignments for the girls. Westlaco East will be represented by Itzel Rodriguez in lane 1. Westlaco High School, Liana Cavazos is in lane 2. Edinburgh, Valerie De Leon in lane 3. In lane 4 from Edinburgh Economides, Brianna Mitchell. In lane 5, Edinburgh Vela, Dana Selber. And in lane 6, Westlaco East, Giovanna Casas. In lane 7, from Edinburgh Economides, Carla Gonzalez. And in lane 8, Zoe Casas of Edinburgh Vela. Brianna Mitchell comes in with the best time, the only one to run a sub-13 100 meters, and she's out of Edinburgh Economides. 12.91 is her time. The record holder is Brianna De Leon from Westlaco High School. 2014 was the year that record was
And
set.
your results for the boys 110
And I have the official results of the boys 110
Please
meter
start making your
hurdles.
way to
In
the
fourth
podium.
place was Jonathan Reyes out of
In
Edinburgh
fourth
North.
place from Edinburgh
In
North,
third
Jonathan
place was
Reyes.
Joey
In
Villanueva
third
out
place
of
from
Edinburgh
Edinburgh
Economides.
Joey
Second
Villanueva.
place was Victor
In second
Segovia
place from
out of Edinburgh Vela.
Victor Segovia.
And your first place winner with a
your
time
winner
of
and district champion from
15:40
Edinburgh
was
North
Royal de
with a
Leon
time
out of Edinburgh North.
15:40.
Great run by all those young men. So once again, we are getting ready for the girls 100 meter dash, and they already have their lanes assigned. They've got the girls in the lanes, and of course the blocks are set, so they're getting ready to get into the blocks. So the starter has his gun up. Girls have already gotten their blocks set while we were talking.
Guns up.
And again, Westlaco High School.
Spectators, out
Liana
the rails,
Cavazos
please.
in lane
All
2.
spectators,
Westlaco East has
please
2 representatives,
remove
one
yourself from the
in
rails.
Itzel
Please
Rodriguez
step
in lane
back.
1, and Giovanni Casares in lane 6. We saw Giovanna run the anchor leg for the girls 4x100 meter relay. So here we go, the girls 100 meter dash. Gun is up. And they're off.
And they're off.
We've got the young lady from Edinburgh High School, Valerie De Leon, with a good start. Edinburgh Vela and Edinburgh Economides, and it looks like Economides, Brianna Mitchell is your winner. She raised up her hand right at the end as she just took it to another speed the last 10 meters.
Yeah, look at her. She finished her race strong. She almost wanted to come all the way down here and cross the finish line on this side, but
she was already ready for an interview from you, Mike.
I probably saw. I'll make my way down there, but this was a pretty good race, Joe. I mean, everybody pretty much had a shot to win it. Everybody was pretty much close to together throughout the whole race. I mean, usually you'll have some kind of separation, but watch this, Joe. Everybody pretty much was together here. I mean, very little separation all around. And I mean, looking at the prelim time, I mean, it was pretty close, but I mean, in the end, Brianna Mitchell proved to be the winner.
Yeah, Giovanna Casares looks like she will be an area qualifier in the 100 meter dash, as from where we can see, or in what we could tell, she finished 4th in that race.
And that's an excellent point, Joe, because the top 4 are the ones that move on to the area round. So really all 8 runners that participated were in it the whole way. So this was a great race to watch.
And great shot there of Mitchell. She is excited and ecstatic and is all smiles after that great win. So the 100 meter dash boys division is next. So let me give you the lane assignment. In lane 1 out of Edinburgh High School is Jalen Arevalo. In lane 2 out of Edinburgh Economides is Brian Sayaverda. In lane 3 out of Edinburgh Vela is Danny Enriquez. In lane 4 from Westlaco is Gabriel Gonzalez. In lane 5 from Westlaco is Joe Maldonado. In lane 6 from Westlaco is Jesus Hernandez. In lane 7, John Gonzalez out of Edinburgh Vela High School. And in lane 8, Jose Serna out of Westlaco East High School. A lot of names that we're very familiar with. 3 Westlaco High School qualifiers: Gabriel Gonzalez, Joe Maldonado, and Jesus Hernandez. Gabriel Gonzalez is the only member or the only runner in this group that was not on that 4x100 meter relay. Danny Enriquez, a name that we heard a lot from in football, was not on that 4x100 meter relay as well. And those are 2 of the better times in this race. But Joe Maldonado and Jesus Hernandez were on the 4x100 meter relay, and they come in with very good times here in the 100 meter dash.
Yeah, and looking at the prelim times, I mean, everybody's close to each other there. The top was Gabriel Gonzalez with 11:14, and then in I guess you would say the 8th place one was 11.47. So I mean, not far behind. So just like we saw on the girls' side, I mean, I know it's only 100 meters, but I mean, I think we're in for a great race here, Joe.
This is going to be a good one. And the runners are in their blocks. Keep your eye on lane 4. That is Gabriel Gonzalez from Westlaco High School and Joe Maldonado in lane 5. Only 2/100ths of a second separate those 2. They're set and they're off. It's a clean start. And there they go. Enriquez, Gonzalez, Maldonado. They are running hard. Here comes Maldonado and Gonzalez. Maldonado, Gonzalez, and Hernandez look like it's 1, 2, 3 Westlaco.
Yeah, regardless of who won, it looked like it was a Westlaco Panther that's going to come away with a district championship. And yes, top 3 runners will be Westlaco High School runners there with just a great race. Great job there by all those young men there. But in the end, it's about putting your head down. It's about who wants it more there. And, I mean, just look at this race, the way it unfolded. And, I mean, very little separation there. And see Gabriel and Joe and Jesus just 1, 2, and 3. But it looked to me like, looking at the replay, that Gabriel putting his head down proved to be the difference there.
Yeah, if I had to guess, it's going to be Gabriel, Joe, Jesus, 1, 2, 3 in that order.
And Gabriel is the younger brother of Eric Gonzalez, who's up in UT Austin, was a member of the UT football team there. He actually messaged me earlier today asking if we were going to go on live, and I said, yes, we are. So hopefully he's watching us right now. And
I'll shoot him a text.
Yeah, we'll shoot him a text, and we'll give a quick shout out to him and congratulate the family. But just a terrific race. I mean, I want to say, Joe, that the 100-meter dash is one of my favorites to watch, simply because of what we just saw here on the boys and girls side. Just competitiveness all around. Just, you know, all the top runners there going at each other there. And eighth place was also right there. So just it's a fun race to watch there. So congratulations to the ones that advanced, that's for sure.
Yeah, again, it looked like Westlaco first, second, and third. Gabriel, Joe, Jesus, followed by Enriquez in fourth. So we'll wait for the final results of that race. And again, you've got them already?
Oh, I got the results of the girls.
Okay,
yes. We got, let's see, the girls 100-meter dash. Fourth place was Liana Cavazos out of Westlaco. In third place was Valerie De Leon out of Edinburgh. In second place was Danya Silber out of Edinburgh Vela. And your first place winner with a time of 12.81 was Brianna Mitchell out of Edinburgh Economides.
12.91. Good race by that young lady. As we mentioned, she pulled away, almost putting it into another gear the last 10 meters. So congratulations once again to our winners on the girls 100-meter relay. So once again, Eric just messaging back, congratulations to his younger brother, Gabriel. So Eric, thank you for watching here on KWES. Appreciate it.
So that answers our question. He is watching. So thank you, Gabriel. Thank you, Eric, for watching. And I know you wanted to catch your little brother, and he did a great job there. And congratulations to the whole family. But in a minute, we'll get the official results of what the times were.
So next event is going to be the girls 4x200-meter relay. Let's go over the lane assignment. In lane 1 is Donna North, Ashley Acevedo, Salma Hurtado, Gracie Barrios, and Gabby Aviles. Lane 2, Edinburgh Vela, Gabriela Solis, Kaylin Hargrove, Davani Edney, and Monica Garza. In lane 3, Westlaco East, Giovanna Casares, Brissa Guzman, Itzel Rodriguez, and Giovanna Elizondo. In lane 4, Westlaco, Gina Martinez, Lisa Marie Sanchez, Emma Arndt, Alexa Davila. In lane 5, Edinburgh Economides, Areli Ramirez, Jasmine Loredo, Carla Gonzalez, Brianna Mitchell. In lane 6, Edinburgh High School, Valerie De Leon, Maya Zavala, Ariana Guerra, and Bailey Buckner. And in lane 7, Edinburgh North High School, Alessandra Montoya, Stephanie Martinez, Lizette Loera, and Trinity Ochoa. Mike, you've got the official results of the boys 100-meter dash.
That's right. In fourth place was Danny Enriquez out of Edinburgh Vela. In third place was Jesus Hernandez out of Westlaco High School. And in second place was Joe Maldonado of Westlaco High School. And your first place winner with a time of 11.11 was Gabriel Gonzalez out of Westlaco High School. But check out the times, Joe. Just phenomenal there compared to the prelims and the finals. We had Gabriel Gonzalez at 11.11, and then Joe Maldonado was 11.14. and then Jesus Hernandez was 11.15, and then even the fourth place winner was not far behind with 11.19.
Less than a tenth of a second separated those.
Wow, yeah, that's phenomenal there. And actually, the Joe Maldonado's time in the finals was the same time that Gabriel had in the prelims. So just they were so close together, but in the end, Gabriel is your district champion.
And that's where your competition comes in.
I could only imagine what it's like in practice when they prepare for meets and for district meet. I mean, it must be something to see.
Well, congratulations to Westlaco High School. Gold, silver, and bronze in the 100-meter dash. So Coach Cabrera's got to be ecstatic over there.
And it's also worth mentioning, Joe, that after 11 events, in first place, we have Edinburgh Vela with 149 points. In second place is Westlaco High School with a 93.66. And in third place is Edinburgh North with a 31. It's actually tied for third is Edinburgh North with 31. Westlaco East also has 31 points.
But Westlaco High is beginning to make a move in the standings when it comes to district race as a team is concerned.
Right. In this last race, let's see here. Let me go back to my
24 points.
What was it? 24. Yeah, because they got 10, 8, 6. That's 24 points that the team overall got. So they're slowly creeping up.
And Vela got 4 points in that event, so that's a plus 20 for Westlaco when it comes to first and second place there.
Yeah, and I mean there's still a lot of
track
events,
to be,
a lot of track left. So the Panthers are still alive there, and the girls are in pretty good shape. We talked about them chasing history after 11 events. The girls have 110 points.
That is Westlaco High girls.
That's Westlaco High girls, correct. And Edinburgh High School is in second place with 65 points. Westlaco East is in third place with 55 points. So right now, Westlaco High girls are in good shape for that 8th straight district championship.
District title. What a night it is for them thus far, and they've still got some girls running in a lot of the other events. And one of the things that we need to talk about when it comes to the girls from Westlaco High School is that they really strive in the relays. As we just talked about right now, they're coming in with the best qualifying time in the 4x200 meter relay at 1:44.90. So let's look at the record. It's held by Westlaco High School at 1:45.4, set in 2015. Emma Arndt was part of that team. Is her sister on this team? I'm sorry, Eleanor Arndt was on that team. Is her sister on this team? Emma Arndt is on that team.
Right. You know, we were talking about Coach.
There she is right now on your screen.
Yeah, there she is right now. And we were talking about Coach Pablo Armaguer. And he actually ran for Coach Platt when he was in high school and was in the middle of that dynasty. And so pretty much the philosophy that Coach Almaguer has with the girls is the exact same way that Coach Platt had when he coached here at Westlaco High School back in the 80s and 90s and into the 2000s. And so we see firsthand that formula, it works.
Well, you got to understand that if Coach Almaguer ran for him, learned from him, took a page from that book, he said, if this worked, let's try it again.
Right. And the other great thing, Joe, is that not only did he run for a legend like Coach Platt, but I mean, he also ran in college. So when you have that experience at that level, you use some of what you learned in college as well and implement it in high school with these track runners. I mean, because if you really think about it, if you're 15, 16, 17 years old and you hear someone tell you, well, in college, we did it this way and we did it that way and we had success, you're gonna grab their attention instantly.
Yeah, and as you grow and you learn, you take a little bit from a lot of different people that you learn from. And what I like to say is that every little bit that you gather begins to create a lot of it. So he creates a lot of bit of knowledge.
No question about it. No question about it. And one of the other things that Pablo told me is it's the work they put preparing for the race. I mean, we see the race unfold and we see the phenomenal job that the girls do and how they run. And it's just very, very impressive. But it all goes back to the preparation and the practices and the hard work that they put in to get to where they're at. And it just, all it is when they actually compete and run, it just pays off. That's all it is.
And speaking of the girls, let's go over their running order as well. Weslaco High School, again, as we mentioned, came in with the best qualifying time at 1:44.90. That's a minute, 44 seconds, and 9/10 of a second. It'll start off with Gina Martinez. Second leg is Lisa Marie Sanchez, who's already medaled in some of the field events. Third leg is going to be Emma Arndt, and the fourth leg is Alexa Davila. And then Weslaco East isn't too far behind. They come in with the third best time, only 3/10 of a second off the second best time. And Giovanna Cáceres, who we've seen in one relay and in the 100-meter dash, is on this. Brissa is going to be the second leg. She's already medaled. He's already gotten a gold medal in the field events. And then it's going to be Itzel Rodriguez, who also was in the earlier running event finals, and Giovanna Elizondo will be the anchor leg. So the blocks are in the lanes, and the girls are headed to their blocks. So as they go, I'll just go over the lane assignments once again. Lane 1 is going to be Donna North. Lane 2, Edinburgh Villa. Lane 3, Weslaco East. Lane 4, Weslaco High. Lane 5, Edinburgh Economides. Lane 6, Edinburgh High School. And in lane 7 is going to be Edinburgh North High School.
And if you notice, Joe, for Weslaco High, Emma Arndt isn't the anchor. She's going to be the third runner, where in the 4x100 meter relay, she was the anchor of that race. And if you remember when she got that baton, how she was able to run away with the race. And for this race, though, she's going to be the third runner. So I think it's just a strategy that Coach Amaguet has, just where he feels pretty good about where he's at, and that he thinks that putting Emma on the third spot is what's best for the team right now.
Well, it looks like the girls are stepping off their marks. The girls that are going to be the first legs are stepping off the blocks. So we are just moments away. It looks like every station is ready. The flags have been raised. And so one of the starters is going to get in his position as well. Once again, let's remind you that Weslaco High School is in lane 4 and Weslaco East is in lane 3. So this is going to be a really good race.
Yeah, Weslaco High School comes into the race with a seating time of 1:44.90.
And the record is 1:45.4. So they're not very far from that, about 0.6 of a second.
So we'll keep an eye on that.
So this is going to be a good one. Again, Weslaco High School in lane 4 and Weslaco East in lane 3. Watch out for Edinburgh Economides. They've got Brianna Mitchell as the anchor leg of this race. She's the gold medal winner in the 100 that we just saw a couple of minutes ago. And they come in with the second best time in this race as well. So some of the girls getting a last second stretch, just making sure they are loose and ready for this race.
Once again, lane assignments, lane 1, Donna North. Lane 2, Edinburgh Villa. Lane 3, Weslaco East. Lane 4, Weslaco. Lane 5, Edinburgh Economides. Lane 6, Edinburgh. Lane 7, Edinburgh North.
Not sure what the delay is here, Joe, but yeah, it looks like the man that what would you call it? The gun, I guess.
The starter.
The starter. But if you notice, the man there that
the starter's on the other side.
The other side now. Yeah, he was in the artificial area, moved over to the other side now. So I think now he's ready.
We have extended staggers in this one because it's 2 laps and you've got to stay in your lane. So they're a lot more spread out in this one. And sound travels. So it may not seem like a lot, but when you're talking tenths or hundredths of a second, it makes a big difference.
Big, yeah, absolutely. That's a great point.
Looks like they've got everybody ready now. And you notice how many people they have viewing the start to make sure that we get a good, clean start. Set. And they're off. Good, clean start. Again, the record was set by Weslaco High School back in 2015, 145.4. And right now, Weslaco has extended their lead by just a little bit. Weslaco East is on their inside in lane 3. Pretty close race thus far. And look here comes Lisa Marie. She is really gaining some room on the other runners. She medaled a couple of times in jumping events this morning. Thursday morning. And Weslaco is in first place. And here comes Emma. Again, this is the one that you want to keep your eye out for. Weslaco East struggling a little bit with the baton exchange, but the third leg for Weslaco East is Itzel Rodriguez, and she can fly. And look at that. She's already made up some room.
Yeah, she's making her way. It looks like for second now. They were, in fourth, fifth place, and now looks like she's trying to get that second place there.
And Emma is going to hand it off to Alexa Davila. And she is going all on her own. Way ahead of everybody else. Looks like Weslaco is going to win this one. The only thing is now, will they break that record?
The record is 145.40, so we're at 138.
Weslaco East and Economides. Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell. 145. It's very close to a record. Looks like it's going to be Weslaco High, Edinburgh Economides, and then Weslaco East.
Yeah, Mitchell doing a great job there in finishing that race for Economides there to capture the silver. But yes, let's see what the final results are for Weslaco High in their time. They flirted with the record there, so I'm curious to see what the official time is going to be.
Yeah, Weslaco East had the difficulties with the handoff, but leg 3 and 4, Itzel Rodriguez and Giovanna Elizondo really ran well for the Lady Wildcats.
Yeah, great shot there of Alexa, just hustling there, trying to finish strong there. You see the fans there trying to encourage her, holding onto that baton, making sure that she crosses that finish line.
And finishing strong.
And then we'll see a shot. Well, we weren't able to see a shot there of Mitchell finishing in second there. But
there's Sanchez and Davila right there.
Yeah, they're catching their breath now.
Trying to drink water and catch their breath at the same time.
Right.
It's very difficult. So while we wait for the results of the girls 4x2, let us go on with the boys. Let me give you the lane assignments. In lane 1 is going to be Edinburgh Economides. They are made up of Ian Gonzalez, Brian Sayaverda, Jonathan Martinez, and Enrique Garcia. In lane 2 will be Donna North High School, Mario Juarez, Aiden Gomez, Rodrigo Rodriguez, and William Perez. In lane 3 is going to be Alex Esparza, Devin Dena, Maynard Moran, and KJ Jones. In lane 4, Weslaco East High School. They've got Jose Serna, Hector Muñiz, Leo Alvarado, and John Animas. In lane 5 is Edinburgh Vela, Tate Scott, Danny Enriquez, Christian Flores, and Justin Cantu. In lane 6, Edinburgh North, Donovan Hernandez, Odolfo Huerta, Abraham De Leon, and Xavier Mejia. And in lane 7, Edinburgh High School, Caden Hernandez, Robert Alfaro, Jalen Arevalo, and Adrian Garza. The record for the boys 4x2 is 129.54 set by PSJ North High School back in 2007. So that was 12 years ago.
And now, Joe, I have the results of the girls 4x200 meter relay. In fourth place was Edinburgh High School. Third place was Westlaco East. Second place was Edinburgh Economides. And your first place winner for the time of 145.33. Is that a new record, Joe?
That is a new record, Mike.
Congratulations, Westlaco High, 4x200 meter relay team. New record for the district meet. And there they are, standing on top of there. We got a great shot there.
I was pointing at Mama Arndt. Carla.
Mama Arndt, yeah.
She is excited because she probably just got wind that her daughter is now a new record holder. And of course, the previous record holder, her daughter was on that team as well.
Wow. So I guess we got a little bit of a, how would you say it, a family connection there. But yeah, that's just awesome to see, especially when you do it in your own backyard here in Westlaco and be able to set a record. And it's something special, definitely. So another record set in this meet.
And Emma will be back next year. So we just gave you the lane assignments for the boys 4x200 meter relay. And the record is 129.54 set in 2007 by PSJ North High School. Westlaco East comes in with the best time at 131.18. Edinburgh Vela at second best time, 131.77. Westlaco High with the third best time, 131.83. So this one is going to be a good race, and we officially are underway. Westlaco East in lane 4, Westlaco High in lane 3, and this race is a good one. They are all pretty much in the same position. First, second, and third are all no staggers. Look like Edinburgh North may have handed off the baton first, but they are way on the outside. Look at Westlaco East churning, and that is Hector Muniz, the second leg for the Wildcats. He is really moving. Edinburgh Vela and Westlaco High right behind him. Westlaco High in the second leg has Devin Dena. Third leg is going to be for Westlaco East, Leo Alvarado. Westlaco High, Maynard Moran. And for Edinburgh Vela, Christian Flores. And Westlaco East is in first. Westlaco High is in second. Edinburgh Vela is in third, and Vela making up some room. And the handoff is done to John Animas. Animas and KJ Jones for Westlaco East and Westlaco High. Westlaco East is in the lead. That is Animas. And KJ Jones trying to make up some room, and he is. But he doesn't look like he's going to be able to catch Animas, because Animas is going to finish strong, and your Wildcats are the gold medalists.
Congratulations, Wildcats, capturing a gold medal here in the event. KJ Jones gave it a good ride there. Almost caught up to him, but in the end, it was John Animas, so able to hold off KJ Jones there. And yeah, it was a great race there by the Wildcats. A nice, clean handoffs all the way around. Edinburgh Vela, I think, could have been in the mix, Joe, but I think it was the exchange on the far side there where there was a problem on the handoff there, and they fell way behind. But as they were rounding for the second lap there, Vela made a good run at it there. As you see, the last 100 meters, Edinburgh Vela was in third place. So if it wasn't for that little miscue there, who knows where they would have been. But look at KJ Jones there catching up. But in the end, Westlaco East was able to hold off and win this race.
Yeah, but once again, a good run from your Westlaco schools. Westlaco East, gold medal. Westlaco High, silver medal. So we'll wait for the final results of your boys 4x200 meter relay. And we will now head over to the next event, which is going to be the boys 400 meter dash. The girls 100 meter dash should be first.
Up next, the girls 400-meter dash.
Girls 400-meter dash is next.
And now the results for the boys 4x200-meter relay.
So we're going to get the results.
In fourth place, Edinburgh North. In third place, Edinburgh Bella. In second place,
Okay, Joe, I have the results for the boys 4x200-meter relay. In fourth place was Edinburgh North. In third place was Edinburgh Bella. Second place was Wesco High School. And your first place winner with a time of 131.10 was Wesco East.
Congratulations to the Wildcats. So I don't have this on my sheet, so I apologize for snagging it out of your hands, Mike. But the girls 400-meter dash, the finalists are as follows, and I'll give you the lane assignments as well. Edinburgh Vela is in lane 1. That's Dana Cantu. In lane 2 from Westlaco High School, Ana Vela. In lane 3 from Westlaco East, Brandy Garcia. In lane 4 from Westlaco High School, Amity Ebarb. In lane 5 from Edinburgh North High School is Stephanie Puente. In lane 6, Ivana Ramos from Edinburgh North High School as well. In lane 7, Dianette Garcia from Edinburgh Economides. And in lane 8 from Edinburgh North High School is Frida Ramirez Barraza. And coming in with the best qualifying time is Amity Ebarb of Westlaco High School. She is the only one with a sub-60 400-meter qualifying time.
We see a great shot there of the Wesco East boys relay team on the podium, standing on that first place box there with their medals.
After 12 events. In fourth place,
and it's worth mentioning, Joe, after 12 events, you got Edinburgh Vela, and this is the boys' side again. Edinburgh Vela with 161 points. Wesco High School has 109.66. Third place is Wesco East with 51 points.
With 161 points, Edinburgh Vela.
So Westlaco continues to climb.
And we're about halfway through the meet here, so there's still some time to catch up.
The record for the girls 400-meter dash in the 6A division was set in 1996.
A little while back.
Shelley Duffy of Edinburgh North High School with a time of 56.64. That is a very good time. So once again, the lane assignments. Let's go over them one more time. Dana Cantu out of Edinburgh Vela in lane 1. Ana Vela out of Westlaco High School in lane 2. Brandy Garcia, Westlaco East in lane 3. Amity Ebarb from Westlaco High School in lane 4. Stephanie Puente, Edinburgh North in lane 5. Ivana Ramos, Edinburgh North, lane 6. Dianette Garcia from Edinburgh Economides in lane 7. And Frida Ramirez Barraza out of Edinburgh North in lane 8. So the lane assignments are made. Some of the girls opt to not use blocks. Some of them will use blocks.
Yeah, we notice in lane 1 and lane 2, we don't see any blocks. And number 5, and it looks like number 8 also, there's no blocks.
Amity Ebarb, who comes in with the best qualifying time, is in blocks. She is, again, as we mentioned, just the only girl in this group to come in with a qualifying time of under 60 seconds. She also was a runaway on the 800-meter run. Almost broke the record.
Very, very, very close. And so so she has a preliminary time of 59:05, and the record was what again?
56.64.
Okay, in 1996. And it was in the 90s, Joe, where we saw a lot of these schools split. And I know Edinburgh was one of them that went from Edinburgh High School, and then Edinburgh North opened about 1991 or 92. And then we saw like Harlingen around, Economides years later. And we saw like Harlingen High School around 1993, split from Harlingen High to Harlingen South. And after that was like PSJA. And then later on, Westlaco obviously opened, Westlaco East opened back in 2002. So when you consider back in the 80s and 90s when we hear about these records in those days, that athlete represented really the whole community, which is pretty awesome, pretty special. But now, because the valley has grown so much within the last 25 years, and that also affects the school districts, and so they have to open new high schools.
Prior to '86, Brownsville was the only multi-high school town.
And I think McAllen was the other. I think Memorial opened around 1981 or 82.
Okay, well that's more or less what I was thinking. I said '86. I was off by a couple of years. I wasn't I wasn't for certain what year it was. So let's just say 1980, just to give ourselves some kind of line to work with. We'd have to look that up to be exact. But prior to 1980, Brownsville was the only multi-high school town in the Rio Grande Valley. McAllen followed suit with Memorial, and then from there we see all the other schools as well. So interesting comment there, Mike, that they represented the entire community.
And I want to say, because I used to work in Brownsville, I believe it was around 1974 or 75 that Brownsville Porter opened, and then like Brownsville Pace was around 78, 79, because Brownsville just got too big, and then eventually, as we mentioned, McAllen opened their second high school, and then after that,
it's an explosion.
It was an explosion in the mid-90s where Edinburgh and the Harlingens and the PSGAs opened their second high schools.
And now in the 2000s, we see the La Joyas, the Missions, Sharelands, having multiple high schools as well. So as you mentioned, Mike, they continue, the towns here in the Rio Grande Valley continue to grow. So looks like we are set for the 400-meter dash girls division. Amity Ebarb from Westlaco High School in lane 4. Brandy Garcia from Westlaco East High School in lane 3. And Ana Vela from Westlaco High School in lane 2. So Westlaco, 2, 3, and 4. Those are the lanes represented by your Westlaco ISD athletes.
Lane assignments for the girls 400-meter dash. Lane 1, Edinburgh Vela. Lane 2, Westlaco. Lane 3, Westlaco East. Lane 4, Westlaco. Lane 5, Edinburgh North. Lane 6, Edinburgh North.
Mike, we talked about the record set back in 1996. That was quite a while ago. Surprising that record is still standing.
I'm gonna just say a little joke here, but just to show how far back that record goes. 1996 was the last time the Dallas Cowboys won a Super Bowl. January of 1996. It was the 95 season.
Right.
January of 1996, the Dallas Cowboys won Super Bowl 30. And that's the last time the team has won a Super Bowl. So that shows how far back we go.
We've got a record from 1993. David Galvan, discus 182 from Mission High School. 1991, boys long jump, Rene Rodriguez. I remember that young man out of Edinburgh High School. He set the record at 23:09. Leah Brown, girls triple jump, 37:03. Talking about Leah Brown, we were talking about her earlier. Joe Solis still holds the record for the wheelchair in both divisions, 100 and 400 from Westlaco High School. He set those back in 2016. I remember when he set those. And then, of course, Mishak Grivas, triple jump, 45 feet, 9 inches. Westlaco High School back in 2006.
I just got some results, Joe, of the boys 4x200 meter relay. I'm probably going to need your help a little bit with this because this is a little unusual, but they have Edinburgh Vela as a DQ. Is that
that's a disqualification?
Okay, and the same goes for Edinburgh Economy, Westlaco High School, and it says here Edinburgh High School had a DNF.
Did not finish.
Did not finish, okay. So now what we have is a third place from Donna North. Second place goes to Edinburgh North, and your first place winner with a time of 131.10 was Westlaco East. So I think there was a change in this event. So this was the official updated results.
So Westlaco East still gets themselves a gold medal and qualifies for area. However, Westlaco was disqualified. Had to have been some kind of lane exchange and or stepping out of a lane. So we don't have any officials that can share that information with us. But if we do find anything out, we'll more than happily send that out to our audience. Once again, we want to thank you for chiming in here on YouTube, KWES YouTube channel. And of course, we want to encourage you to share the link. Let everybody know that they are watching, or that you are watching, and you'd love to share this information with them. The 31-6A Texas State District Meet. And again, as we mentioned, we have had a few records fall today. So girls are in their blocks. Girls 400-meter dash. Westlaco High School, Emily Ebarb, best qualifying time. She is in lane 4. They are set. Good, clean start.
And they're off.
2, 3, and 4 is Westlaco East and Westlaco. Emily Ebarb has just made up the stagger on Stephanie Puente. And she's all alone in this race. She's already surpassed everybody, Mike.
Yeah, and just watch her go and just making it look so easy. Look at her focus and concentration as she rounds the last 200 meters.
She is easily ahead by 40 yards. In second place, that looks like it's going to be Brandy Garcia. So it's Emily Ebarb all alone in first place, and she is really stepping it up. I'm looking at that. She may have just set that record. I think we have just seen another record fall here at the 31-6A District Championship.
Wow.
And Coach Almaguer is hurriedly trying to make his way down there.
Let's see if we can get good commentary from our cameraman.
There's Emily.
Yeah, there's Emily. Let's see if we can get good commentary between Coach Almaguer and Emily there, with a great camera shot there by Amadeo Briones. So something new that we've added.
And now
you
for the
see the
boys,
replay
400-meter dash.
Just Emily all by herself there in lane number 4. Just look at her go. Just making it look so easy.
And it's like she's got another gear. She really began to push it here. And you know she had to have the record on her mind, knowing that she didn't break the 800 when she was just so close to doing it.
And you see there, Emily talking to Coach Almaguer.
Race record in the boys 400-meter dash.
It's a terrific race by Emily. Making it look so easy. It's just very impressive.
So as we wait for those results, let me give you the lane assignments and qualifiers of the boys 400-meter dash. In lane 1 is going to be Sebastian Flores of Westlaco High School. In lane 2, Joel Alanis of Westlaco East High School. In lane 3, Aiden Salazar of Edinburgh Vela. In lane 4, Gabriel Gonzalez out of Westlaco High School. In lane 5, Eddie Guzman, Edinburgh Vela High School. In lane 6, William Perez, Edinburgh North High School. Lane 7, Victor Salinas, Edinburgh Economides. And in lane 8, Gabriel Gonzalez from Edinburgh North. 2 Gabriel Gonzalez is in this race, but the one with the best qualifying time is the Gabriel Gonzalez of Westlaco High School with a time of 51.92. Eddie Guzman out of Edinburgh Vela got the second best qualifying time at 52 seconds. And Aiden Salazar of Edinburgh Vela, 52.64, also the third best qualifying time. And Joel Alanis, 52.98. Fourth best qualifying time. So some very close times in the 400-meter dash boys division.
And I have the results of the girls 400-meter dash, Joe. We see a great shot there of Emily with her gold medal. Fourth place was Ana Vela out of Westlaco High. Third place was Ivana Ramos out of Edinburgh North. Second place was Brandy Garcia out of Westlaco East. And your first place winner with a time of 56.17.
And a new district record.
New district record. Congratulations, Amity Ebarb out of Westlaco High School.
Congratulations. We are now set for the boys. They are in their blocks. They are set. We've got something going on. Once again, Gabriel Gonzalez from Westlaco, he is in lane 4. Joel Alanis from Westlaco East is in lane 2. Sebastian Flores from Westlaco High School is in lane 1. So the inside part of the track is dominated by Westlaco athletes. Edinburgh Vela has 2 athletes, one in lane 5 and one in lane 3. So this is going to be a very good race. Gabriel Gonzalez got a gold medal in the 100-meter dash. And he comes into this race with the best qualifying time.
And if you notice, all of them are using blocks in this race.
Looks like we got a clean start. Gonzalez in lane 4. He's already beginning to make up the stagger on lane 5 and lane 6. So we've made the turn. Him and the young man from Edinburgh Vela in lane 5, Eddie Guzman, are first and second. And they come into the second turn. Gabriel and Guzman. Gonzalez, Guzman. And here they come down the home stretch, and Guzman has got a 1-stride lead. He's got a 2-stride lead, and Gonzalez is picking it up and separating himself from the pack. And Gabriel Gonzalez has just got himself another gold medal.
Great run by Gabriel, and somewhere up in Austin, his older brother Eric was probably going go, 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 go. And Gabriel down here was probably hearing him all the way from Austin there. Just a terrific race all around there. Wow. Fine job by the 2 young men, both from Wesco High and Edinburgh Vela, going against one another there. But in the end, it was Gabriel coming home with another gold medal there. Yeah, he's giving that sign like, no more. I've had enough. I need a break. Well deserved there. Give him some water. Give the guy some water there.
And here come the coaches to come congratulate him.
Some teammates and coaches. We saw KJ Jones there, and we see another teammate there trying to catch his breath there. We see the last 100 meters here. I mean, it was neck and neck, Joe. I mean, you see both Gabriel and Guzman right next to each other, and then just Gabriel able to get that separation the last, I would say the last 80 meters or so. I mean, I think you said it perfectly. He went from a 1-stride to a 2-stride to a 3-stride, and in the end, he won about 4 or 5 strides. And perfectly executed. And I think he looks like he saw the final results there. What was the record, Joe?
The record was 48.04 seconds, and I think Gabriel finished at 49.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, they just put it up on the screen, 50.1.
Yeah.
Or that may be the qualifying times.
Yeah, we'll get the official results in just a second there, but yeah, Gabriel,
you know what? That is the official result, because he finished. He came in with a 51.
Okay, and it looks like Hugo de Leon up here, who's doing a great job of giving us the results. He's about to hand them to me. And I'll read them. I'll read them right about now. Okay, here we go. 4th place was William Perez out of Donna North. In 3rd place was Aiden Salazar out of Edinburgh Vela. And in 2nd place was Eddie Guzman out of Edinburgh Vela. And your 1st place winner with a time of 50.19 is Gabriel Gonzalez. So I think we saw a little reaction from him like, oh, darn. He was kind of hoping that he maybe broke the record, but not this time, but still a heck of a race.
And he's just a junior.
Just a junior,
so he'll be back,
and a member of the football team,
and a member of the football team as well. So he's good. He's got another opportunity next year,
right?
And he can do nothing but get better.
Absolutely. I mean, he has a whole football season ahead of him, this upcoming fall, and then he'll do this all over again next track season. Also worth mentioning, Joe, after 13 events on the boys' side, Edinburgh Vela still with the lead with 163 points. Westlaco High School has 104.66, and Westlaco East is in 3rd place with 51 points.
Yeah, going back to Gabriel, that young man has a very good work ethic. I've happened to have the pleasure of watching them work out and know the young man, and just to see his work ethic and just to see how he takes care of himself, and the support he gets not only from his family but from the rest of the team as well. So you know that young man is going to do well next year as well.
Absolutely. And I mean, I think watching his older brother have success as an athlete himself, I mean, that seed, I think, is planted, just seeing your older brother do that both on the football field and on the track. And I think his little brother just kind of saying, hey, I want to be like him, you know, because older brothers a lot of times are the heroes. You look up to your older brother, and it's really, you really see it with Gabriel, and it's really paying off here in his junior year.
Well, we are getting ready for the girls 300-meter hurdle. Let me give you the lane assignments and the qualifiers. In lane 1 is Carmen Mata from Edinburgh Economides. In lane 2, Clarissa Jaramillo from Westlaco East High School. In lane 3 is Debony Edney of Edinburgh Vela. In lane 4, Lisa Marie Sanchez of Westlaco High School. In lane 5, Areli Ramirez, Edinburgh Economides High School. In lane 6, Priscilla Sanchez, Edinburgh North High School. In lane 7, Calisa Cavazos, Westlaco High School. And in lane 8, Hannah Larson of Edinburgh Vela High School. Lisa Marie Sanchez, who has already been well decorated in this district meet, comes in with the best qualifying time of 46.74 seconds. The record was set by Leah Brown in 2012, and that record is 44.54 seconds. So Lisa Marie Sanchez not too far off that record. So again, she is in lane 4. Clarissa Jaramillo from Westlaco East is in lane 2. And in lane 7, Calissa Cavazos of Westlaco High School is going to be in lane 7. So 3 Westlaco ISD athletes competing in this final event.
Yeah, we had the, what was it, the 100-meter hurdles and the 110 on the boys' side. So now we get the 300-meter hurdles. So a little bit further back, right? So this should be a lot of fun. You know, the hurdles kind of extend. It was a little more, what was it? How would you say it, Joe? Maybe football field size, and now it kind of extends
all the way
curve
around.
all the way around. So this is going to be fun to watch.
Well, this is a tough race, Mike, you know, because not only are you having to sprint, but you're also having to jump. You got to jump those hurdles.
So let me ask you this, because I know earlier you were saying 1, 2, 3 jump, 1, 2, 3 jump. What would this one go? Would it be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jump, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jump? I mean, I'm sure you need to have some kind of rhythm, just like you have to have rhythm in the 100 and the 110 meters. So, yeah, I mean, I know there's a lot of practice involved and strategy, and so, but the hurdles are extended a little bit further here. So this is going to involve both a combination of sprinting and jumping.
Yeah, and
all around.
And you know, you talk about rhythm, Mike, and the reason you want to keep a rhythm is because if you don't keep a rhythm, what happens is you begin stutter stepping before you get there, and that really slows you down. So when you get into that rhythm, you just keep that pace going as long as you can. And again, this is a difficult one in which to do so, because this is a very long race in and of itself. But then you include hurdles, it makes it just that much more difficult. This is, if not, just a tad bit harder than an open 400-meter run.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point, because, again, a 400-meter, what is it, a whole lap?
Yeah, it's a flat-out sprint.
It's a flat-out sprint, but here it's different. I mean, there's some strategy involved, and I mean, a lot of preparation, I imagine. And so it's going to be interesting to see how all this unfolds on the boys and girls side.
Yeah, you have Lisa Marie from Westlaco, who is already heavily decorated in this track meet. She is in lane 4 with the best time. And then you've got, also from Westlaco High School, Calissa Cavazos. And then you've got Westlaco East High School, Clarissa Jaramillo. She will be in lane 2. So once again, the Westlaco ISD athletes representing the community well in this district meet.
Yeah, we saw a shot of Lisa Marie earlier, and she's doing it again. She's kind of waving at family and friends probably that are sitting in the stands. As the sun is setting behind us, we have fans sitting on the far side now, And but that's what I like about an athlete like Lisa Marie Sanchez is she's just having fun. She's just out here having fun. She's enjoying the experience, and it's great when you're an athlete as gifted as she is, and winning first place, winning second place. I mean, I don't know if you saw the highlight earlier when we began the broadcast when she did. I don't remember if it was the triple jump or the long jump where she jumped into the sand, and then right after she walked off, she was already waving at the camera. So that shows the kind of personality she has. She's just out here to have fun, and I mean, it's just great to see athletes do that.
But isn't it just so much better when you win and have fun?
You know who was at the best at that? My idol, Irvin Magic Johnson.
Yes.
That had that smile, and at the same time he was beating opponents by 20, 30 points and winning championships along the way. But yeah, I mean, it's great. It's great when you have an athlete like Lisa Marie Sanchez just having a ball there. I mean, you know, everybody has their own personality. Some are more focused than others. Some are maybe more driven. But you know, Lisa's just having fun there. I mean, she's just hopping up and down. I mean, that's just her relaxing. I mean, because she knows that there's still a few seconds left before the race starts. So she's like, well, you know, if the judges are gonna wait for us to start, well, then I'm just gonna kind of walk around the blocks there. I'm gonna kind of loosen myself up a little bit. She probably has a song in her head or something. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe she has like Taylor Swift or somebody popular out there, or Jennifer or J-Lo, or I don't know. I know J-Lo's coming here to the Valley this summer. Yeah, she probably has whatever song is #1 right there. But I mean, if you look at the other athletes there, I mean, they're just, you know, I think they're just ready. They're ready to go. Everybody's just kind of, okay, when is this race going to start?
Yeah, I was about to say, can we get this underway?
Can we get this
it's
underway?
It's probably what they're thinking because, you know, that is a very long wait. And sometimes, especially if you're up next, it seems like an eternity.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you look at lane #1 there, which is
young
Carmen
lady
from Edinburgh Economedes, I mean, she's kind of stretching herself again because she just doesn't want her muscles to tighten up there. And so, but you know, Joe, this meet is very important there. So, you know, these judges, they want to get it right. They're taking their time, and they just want to make sure that there's no air. I mean, because there's little room for error now moving forward. I mean, this is it for these athletes. It's, you know, the top 4 move on to the area round, and the rest, well, I mean, that's it. They hang it up, at least for this event.
So here we go. They are now called to get into their blocks. 300-meter hurdle, 31-6A finals. Carmen Mata in lane 1, Clarissa Jaramillo in lane 2, Debony Edney in lane 3, Lisa Marie Sanchez in lane 4, Arely Ramirez in lane 5, Priscilla Sanchez in lane 6, Calista Cavazos in lane 7, and Hannah Larson in lane 8. They are set, and we've got a clean start. Let's see who gets off the first hurdle. And it's Lisa Marie along with Arely Ramirez over the first and second hurdle. And the young lady from Vela goes down hard. We hope that she is okay. Lisa Marie has just made up the stagger and is in the lead as we make the turn coming into the home stretch. She over that hurdle first, and now she's beginning to separate herself and gain the lead. So it's going to be Lisa Marie Sanchez of Westlaco High School, followed by Arely Ramirez of Edinburgh Economedes. And there she goes over the last hurdle and across the finish line for first place. So great job by Lisa Marie Sanchez, followed by Arely Ramirez from Edinburgh Economedes. And I think it was Clarissa Cavazos in third. I'm not 100% certain.
Yeah, we see a great shot there of Lisa Marie Sanchez there. You know, she was loosening herself up before the race, dancing around. Well, she wasn't shy earlier, but now the camera's on her, and she doesn't want to come out anymore. But she probably didn't know the camera was on her before the race. But terrific job there, and the good sportsmanship seen with the Westlaco East runner Clarissa Jaramillo, making sure everybody's okay there. You mentioned that there was an injury in the middle of the race, so we hope that athlete is okay. That took place on the far side there, but it was a great race overall there, and another congratulations from one of her classmates or teammates.
Audrey Aguilar.
Ah, okay.
Audrey used to be a very avid track participant, but recently decided she was going to pursue FFA and is doing well in those endeavors.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's a great thing about Westaco ISD is that if you don't want to do track or if you don't want to do sports, well, there's a lot of opportunities out there to do other things out there, and FFA being one of them. And as a matter of fact, Joe, I mean, I'm going to kind of cheat here a little bit, but I believe the FFA team at Westaco High School did something pretty special recently. The FFA Dairy Cattle team placed second at Area 10 contest, state bound for the first time in school history. So congratulations to them.
Awesome. Congratulations to that group. So let's give you the boys 300-meter hurdle finalist. In lane 1 is Fernando Mendez from Westlaco. In lane 2, Andrew Castillo out of Edinburgh Economides. In lane 3 is Jonathan Reyes out of Edinburgh North. Lane 4, Roel de Leon, Edinburgh North. Lane 5, Victor Segovia, Edinburgh Vela. Ramsey Vasquez, Westlaco East, lane 6. Albert Andrade, Westlaco, lane 7. David Morales, lane 8, Edinburgh North. So Westlaco has 2 finalists in Albert Andrade, lane 7, and Fernando Mendez in lane 1. Westlaco East brings in Ramsey Vasquez, who's in lane 6. Ramsey, one of those guys to watch out for because at any given moment, that guy can really turn it on.
Absolutely, Joe. I mean, I think the football fans remember his name for the Wildcat football team, one of the main playmakers for the Wildcat squad that once again made the playoffs.
And they're set. And they're off, and it's a good, clean start. Best qualifying time was Edinburgh North, Roel de Leon, 40.98. And Segovia is in this race as well. Remember them two from earlier today. So Edinburgh North and Vela, that is going to be De Leon and Segovia in first and second. Not in that particular order, but Segovia looks like he's got the lead. Segovia is in first and De Leon is in second. And this time, Segovia is going to hold on for the win. He's got one more hurdle to clear. He does. And Segovia followed by De Leon, and it looks like in third place is going to be Reyes of North as well. So good race there by those athletes.
Yeah, the 2 young men were the ones that were going at it in the 110 hurdles. Was that correct earlier in the race? And if you recall, Joe, Segovia had a great start to that race, and then De Leon came back and won that one. Well, this time, Segovia was able to hold off De Leon there. And, I mean, it seemed to me like toward the end, he was getting a little tired. I think he even knocked down a hurdle there. And so I was kind of curious to see if he was able to hold on, and he did. He was able to hurdle that last one nice and clean and finish strong there. As you can see, he's a tired young man. But, I mean, all that hard work, I mean, I mean, I could only imagine how that feels to win a race like this, the 300-meter hurdles. When you think about it, all the work they put in that started probably, last fall maybe, or maybe even before that. I mean, these are athletes that work year-round and probably participate in summer track and things like that for this moment. And, I mean, when you have when that competitiveness comes in and then you have an elite runner like Roel de Leon right next to you going at it back and forth, and, you know, and then you come out first place. I mean, it's a wonderful feeling.
Well, I want to talk about this. Think about it this way. How about some sweet revenge?
Well,
you know,
sure.
Like you talked about it. That's the first thing that came to my mind, Mike. You talked about the fact that Segovia came out to a great start in the 110, and then De Leon overtook him on the last, 15, 20 meters,
right,
and finished with a gold medal. And so you got to think that that's going on in his mind.
Absolutely.
And De Leon coming in with the best qualifying time, Segovia with the second best qualifying time, and Segovia thinking, okay, this guy took me the 110. I've got to take him here. I cannot let him beat me in both events.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, Segovia, I mean, had that great start in the 110, and then they don't just burst it in the end. And, but this time Segovia did get the best out of De Leon. But what I like about the race, Joe, is in the end, both athletes with respect, shaking hands, giving each other a little hug, like great race. And I mean, yeah, when they're in a competition, you're enemies, but after the race, you know, there's respect, and then I'm sure these guys are friends. I'm sure they followed each other as they're growing up, and it's a great thing to see at the end. But that's what makes sports fun.
Yeah, and these guys have probably been competing forever because they're both from Edinburgh. And as we've mentioned about the split and the realignment, the Edinburgh schools have always been in the same district. So these two guys have been competing for years against one another. We're going to now head over to the girls' 200-meter dash. So let's go over the lane assignments and the qualifiers. And we'll go ahead and give you the boys as well because this is going to be a very quick race. For the girls, in lane 1, Marcela Herrera from Edinburgh Economides. In lane 2, Liana Cavazos from Westlaco High School. In lane 3, Monica Garza from Edinburgh Vela High School. In lane 4, Brisa Guzman, Westlaco East High School. Lane 5, Gina Martinez, Westlaco High School. In lane 6, Alexa Davila, Westlaco High School. In lane 7, Danya Selber of Edinburgh Vela. And in lane 8, Kaylin Hargrove of Edinburgh Vela. And we're just going to quickly go over the boys so that way you know who's going to run. It's going to be Donovan Hernandez, Jalen Arevalo, Joe Maldonado, KJ Jones, Danny Enriquez, Hector Muñiz, Devin Dena, and Rodrigo Rodriguez. And we'll give you more details as we get set for that. So once again, the next event is the girls 200-meter dash, and the girls 200-meter dash record belongs to Verita Granum of Harlingen South High School. That was set in 2009, and the record is 25.54 seconds.
And Brisa Guzman comes in with the top seeding time with 26.15. Just a phenomenal athlete. I know she captured gold. What was it in the long jump, I think? And so, that's the daughter of Coach Rene Guzman, a long time assistant defensive coordinator for West Coast football team. And as you know, we were talking about the powerlifting team. We mentioned Coach Guzman. We saw him earlier. Is the head coach for the boys powerlifting.
You know, and you're talking about Brisa. She was also a bronze medalist in the girls 4x200 meter team as well. And as we look at this list, we've got a couple of girls from Westlaco, and they were the gold medal winners. And in this race, we've got Alexa Davila, who was the anchor of that team. And then, of course, Gina Martinez is in this race as well. And she was the first leg of that gold medal winning team for Westlaco. Liana Cavazos is going to be in lane 2 for Westlaco. So Westlaco well represented here. 3 from Westlaco High, and of course, Westlaco East, Brisa Guzman. So 26.15 is the best qualifying time, and that is by Brisa Guzman. Gina Martinez is the second best qualifying time, 26.63, just 0.5 or half a second slower. So this is going to be a good one because, of course, you've got each other pushing, and then she's also just on her outside, so she's going to have her right next to her. So Westlaco East, lane 4, Westlaco High, lane 5 and lane 6, and Westlaco High also in lane 2.
And now that the sun has set, Joe, I'm looking at the flags there. It looks like the wind has died down just a little bit. I mean, it's still blowing pretty hard, but not as hard as it was when we began the track meet at about, 6 o'clock, and the wind was howling out there. I would say at least 20 miles an hour. I would say now, if I had to take a guess, I would say between 15 and 20. So just a little bit there. So, I mean, I think this is something that the runners like and embrace.
Well, it looks like they're getting ready to send them to their blocks. They've all got their blocks in their lanes and have measured them out. Waiting for something over there. So again, the girls 200-meter dash record is set by Verita Granum in 2009. 25.54 is the record. So Brisa is only 0.6 of a second off. So just a little over half a second. So we'll see what she's able to do in this race here. The 200 meters is exactly half a lap. And again, as you mentioned, Mike, they need to make sure that everything is correct because this is a district meet. And of course, you've got a lot on the line because it's got to be done right because you've got to get ready for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I mean, again, there's no next week for these athletes. I mean, the top 4 are going to advance, and the other 4, well, this is it for them for this year as far as this particular race is concerned. So, a lot of things kind of get nitpicky a little bit, but they got to make sure they do it right, just because this is a UIL district competition, and it's a very important race, and so we just want to make sure that everybody's on the same page and do things right.
You know, you were talking about Brissa and what she's done thus far in this track meet. Let's also remind ourselves that she's also an excellent volleyball player.
I'm trying to remember if the volleyball team went to the playoffs this past year. I don't think they did, but I know they were very competitive.
Yes.
They had a great start to the season.
Westaco High made the volleyball playoffs.
Westaco High made the playoffs, that is correct. And I know Westaco East was in the thick of the playoff race, and I think in the end they might have fell a little short, but they had a great run. But I know Brissa, her 2 older brothers are also former athletes. I remember Brian Guzman.
Brian, one of the great running backs,
played for the, I believe it was around 2010, 2011 era with I believe Bobby Gonzalez, Carlos Cuellar, so some of the big names that Westaco East has had over the years. And it looks like they're calling the runners back. I'm not sure what happened.
I think what they're going to do is change starting positions, Mike.
Okay.
I think they're going to start on the opposite end and finish across from us because they are all walking across the track. You see them walking directly across the track?
Right.
And because, again, it is half a lap, so they were going to start over there, so they would start directly across diagonally.
So that way they could probably go with the wind, correct, versus against it if they were to come down this way.
Well, again, the wind is blowing from the south
to north.
Right.
So when they would
go,
turn,
they would go with the wind.
They would go with the wind
end.
and finish with the wind.
Right.
Versus
against the wind.
Against the wind coming from, I guess, the north to the south side of the stadium.
So I think that is what they are doing. And again, we do not have, or we're not privy, better yet, to what is happening down there, what's being discussed down there. We can only speculate as to what is going on down there.
And I wonder who makes that decision. Is it a coach? Is it the judges? Is it, I'm kind of curious about that too. Maybe just one of the coaches said, you know what, I'm not comfortable with this right here. Can we maybe move the race to the opposite side? We'll see, but it looks like the young ladies are lining up as if they were gonna, kind of like what they do with the other races when they're announced and then they make their way toward the track. And
yeah, they confirm that the person is who that person is.
So you see there,
now the results for the girls
cones are being put down there, and then the runners will line up where their lane assignments are.
Yeah, and again, so now they're going to go to the other side. So as we wait for that, Mike, I think you've got some more results you're going to share with us.
Just got the results of the girls 300-meter hurdles. In 4th place was Carmen Mata out of Edinburgh Economides. In 3rd place was Devani Edney out of Edinburgh Vela. In 2nd place was Lisa Marie.
And your winner.
Okay, I think there's a little mistake here because they have Lisa Marie in 2nd, but the time is okay. I'll just say 2nd place. It looks like it's Areli Ramirez out of Edinburgh Economides. Or am I looking at it wrong?
I don't know. I just brought it up.
They have Lisa Marie Sanchez out of Westaco with a time of
46.77 in 2nd place, and Areli Ramirez. But that's not what we saw from up here.
So yeah, that's why I came across this. So, but yeah, this is what was handed to me was second place Lisa Marie Sanchez out of Wesco of 46.77, and in first place was Areli Ramirez out of Edinburgh Economides with a time of 45.85. But I have a feeling, Joe, that's gonna change.
Right. That there's got to be some kind of incorrect data there. And so, Mike, as you go and take care of that, I'm going to go ahead and restate our final competitors in the 200-meter dash. Lane 1 out of Edinburgh Economides is Marcela Herrera. In lane 2 out of Westlaco High School is Liana Cavazos. In lane 3, Edinburgh Vela's Monica Garza. In lane 4, Westlaco East, Brissa Guzman. In lane 5, Westlaco High School's Gina Martinez. In lane 6, Westlaco High School's Alexa Davila. In lane 7, Edinburgh Vela, Danya Selber. And in lane 8, Edinburgh Vela, Kaylin Hargrove.
Okay, Joe, I was told that there was a mistake on the final results there. So they're taking care of that right now. And as soon as we get the results, we'll give out the official results.
Well, I'm glad that we can play as judge and jury here at this track meet, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. We knew something wasn't right when I saw that Lisa Marie was in second place. I knew that.
We got a little bit more seniority, or a little bit more rights here than everybody else does.
Sure.
So at least we'll say that on live television. But nonetheless, we have just switched sides for the 200-meter dash. As you guys were watching, you saw them what looked to be starting from the opposite end and now are on this end. So that is what they did. They switched starting points. For what reason? Again, we're not privy to that information. We just said we could speculate, and as Mike mentioned, the wind is coming from the south, so it could be that they could finish the race going downwind. So once again, they've got the blocks in the lanes. The young ladies have measured off their blocks, so it looks like we are now ready to get underway in the girls 200-meter dash. And of course, immediately following the girls 200-meter dash will be the boys 200-meter dash. So they're getting the starter podium into the right position as well, because they had to bring that across.
Yeah, I mean, I actually saw that earlier. They went all the way across thinking that they were going to start from that side, but now they have to bring it all the way back to the south side of the stadium. And so now we're just waiting for the gunmen to go up there and
The only downfall to this, Mike, is that as they are finishing, they can't watch themselves on the Jumbotron.
No.
We saw that evident earlier on some of the other races.
Right, right.
So again, you know, this, you got to think, kind of plays a little bit with their minds. You know, you're set to get ready, then you've got to like really just kind of let that go and then come all the way across and just, what are you thinking?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this was a race that probably should have happened about, what, 5 to 10 minutes ago. And so, yeah, mentally, these athletes need to stay focused and think about the task ahead of them and stay loose. You see some of them there still trying to stretch their legs out a little bit, trying to stay loose there. We saw Lisa Marie Sanchez dancing around her block earlier. These athletes either just want to get going here.
Right about that time, they were getting ready to move across, and in the delay, the young lady from Edinburgh Vela almost began like a meditation pose. As she was standing, she put her fingertips together, as in, I guess, jokingly, kind of like Lisa Marie Sanchez, like, let's get on with this. What do I need to do to kind of keep myself focused? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? Or how do I block everything else out? Do I begin to meditate? You know, this, you have no idea what's going on in the heads of these young athletes. So there's still somewhat of a delay. You got to feel for these young athletes, though. Because as you mentioned, Mike, they should have already done this race like 5 minutes ago, maybe even 10 minutes ago. I didn't look at my watch to see what time it was when all this change began.
Yeah, just mentally. Just mentally is, I think, the difficult part of all this is that they just got to somehow, some way stay focused and just, I mean, they know what's ahead of them and they just want to keep that focus ahead. I mean, it's easier said than done, especially, you know, you could easily get distracted, whether it's from mom and dad up in the stands or a teammate on the football field or something. I mean, because they're basically just standing in one place is what they're doing. They're just kind of standing around their block. I mean, you know, since they're lined up for the race, it's not like they can go get a drink of water or they can't, you know, go talk to their coach or anything like that. I mean, they're pretty much lined up to start the race there. And so it just kind of, it keeps going, really. The time just keeps going. It's like, okay, when are we going to, you know, when you think about it, Joe, we're dealing with 16, 17, 18-year-old teenagers here where
some maybe even 15.
So, yeah, they're freshmen, they're 15-year-olds, sophomores, or 16-year-olds. And so patience. There's got to be very, very patient. And so I think I see one of the, I don't know if he's a judge or one of the coaches on there say, let's go. Let's get this going.
Looks like Coach Cavazos from Westlaco High School is who it looks like from here. Can't really tell. But nonetheless, here are some of the girls re-warming up because this has been quite a delay.
Because, yeah, the longer you wait, the tighter your muscles get. And so you got to make sure your muscles are still loose.
And you know, one of the things that just popped into my mind, Mike, is that none of them are in warm-ups to stay warm. They've been in their track uniform, which consists of a tank top and a pair of shorts. So, you know, this weather could, you know, really also affect them as well. I know you mentioned this, you know, your muscles get tight.
Right, and being that it's early part of the spring, we still have some cool nights here. It's not like we're dealing with the 100-degree weather in like summertime and then it's like, what, 75, 80 at night. No, I mean, now we're in the time of year where the high temperature is between 85 and 90, which is still pretty warm, but then once the sun sets, the temperatures start dropping rather quickly, and now you're dealing with temperatures, you know, that can dip into like maybe the 60s or low 70s.
Yeah, we're already in the high 70s right now, so it isn't as warm as we normally have here in South Texas. So again, there you go. The girls are re-warming up, getting those starts again, because this has been a very long delay.
And so while we have a minute, Joe, let's give a shout out to our KWES crew, starting with our KWES director, Carlos Robledo, and then we have our chief photographer, Mike Palacios. Then we have the first lady of KWES, Darlene Gracia, and then we have our replay man, Adrian De Leon. Then our photographers out there doing a great job, starting with Don Ramirez. Val Zamora is working the top cam, getting the wide shots there. And then we have Vinny Berry, who's doing an outstanding job on the far side there. And then we have something different we're doing this year, Joe, is we have what's called the gimbal camera. And that's Amadeo Briones out there, who was here also on Thursday on the prelims getting some shots there. And I know he's also experimented on some other events there, but just doing a great job and getting some outstanding shots of the athletes, especially after the races, getting the emotion out there and the high fives and the huffing and puffing and them talking to the coaches. And it's also worth mentioning, Joe, that Amadeo is 25 years old today.
Oh, happy birthday, Amadeo.
Yeah. And
Rockus Amadeo.
Yeah, Rockus Amadeo. Yeah, we had a little cake for him before the meet. He's doing a great job for us. Always during football season also helps us out. And so we are blessed to have an outstanding crew, Joe. I mean, it takes a team to have this kind of product that we have. I mean, we had an outstanding highlight reel that Carlos Robledo put together of the field events. And all this wouldn't be possible without the support of our superintendent, Dr. Priscilla Canales. And then we got to give a shout out to the athletic coordinators from Westlaco High and Westlaco East. That's Roy Stroman, the new head football coach here, who's been at Westlaco High School for about 10 years now.
Yeah.
And was recently hired as a new football coach. And then Michael Burgett, who's been the head coach at for the Wesco East Wildcats and the athletic coordinator since 2013. Has also been with Wesco ISD for over a decade now, and so.
Don't forget the athletic director, Oscar Riojas, Big O.
Oscar Riojas, absolutely, making sure that everything is run smoothly here. He's always downstairs talking to the coaches, making sure everybody's okay, and he'll come up here and make sure that we're okay. And if he needs something done, he makes sure that he takes care of that. And because of all these people, Joe, is a reason why we host events like this.
Yeah, great people to put on a great product. And I just heard the public address announcer say we are ready. So I think they've got everything situated, but I hate to say this again, I feel for these young ladies.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I could only imagine what they're thinking right now. Eventually frustration can set in, but it's a good test.
Yeah, and I hope they're able to just shake it off. So you know what? Let's go. Well, I was going to go over the lane assignments once again since it's been a while, but it looks like we are ready to get underway. Lane 1, Marcela Herrera. Lane 2, Liana Cavazos. Lane 3, Monica Garza. Lane 4, Brissa Guzman. Lane 5, Gina Martinez. Lane 6, Alexa Davila. Lane 7, Danya Selber. Lane 8, Kaylin Hargrove. 200-meter dash, girls final, 31.68 district meet is where we are at. And they are set. And it looks like it is a clean start. Brissa is in lane 4, and in lane 5 is Gina Martinez. Brissa just made up the stagger. So we've got Brissa, Gina, and then we've got Monica from Edinburgh Vela High School. Those are in first, second, and third from what we can tell right now. And Brissa is running away with this race. And it looks like it's Brissa, Gina, followed by Monica Garza. It looks like it was Westlaco East, Westlaco, and then Edinburgh Vela.
Yeah, and it looked like to me, Joe, that Brissa beat out her preliminary time by a full second there. So just a great job there by Brissa in this race. And we see Coach Davis congratulating her. Terrific run. Pretty much, Joe, after the curve, Brissa took over the race there. And we talk about the wind, and we see the replay there, the last 100 meters or so. This is where she's running with the wind, where had they run where they were supposed to run previously would have been against the wind. So
Brissa, Gina Martinez out of Westlaco High School, and it looked like Monica Garza out of Edinburgh Vela. So Coach Owens from Westlaco East.
That's actually Coach Davis.
Sorry, Davis. I had kind of lost his name there.
Right.
But Coach Davis from Westlaco East.
And then you bring up Jaime Cavazos earlier. That's him there in the shot. Also congratulating Brissa there, showing good sportsmanship there. Wesco High to Westlaco East there.
Absolutely. And there goes Coach to go talk to Gina as well. So here we go, boys. It's been a while since we've talked about track, but nonetheless, the boys division. We gave you the names earlier. Let's give you the names, lane assignments, and high schools they represent. In lane 1, it's going to be Donovan Hernandez from Edinburgh North. In lane 2, Jalen Arevalo at Edinburgh High. In lane 3, Joe Maldonado out of Westlaco High. In lane 4, KJ Jones from Westlaco High. In lane 5, Danny Enriquez, Edinburgh Vela. In lane 6, Hector Muñiz, Westlaco East. In lane 7, Devin Dena, Westlaco High. And in lane 8, Rodrigo Rodriguez, Donna North. Looks like they're getting this one underway quickly, Mike. Here we go. They are set. And a clean start. In lane 4, KJ Jones, Joe Maldonado in lane 3, Danny Enriquez in lane 5. So it looked like Maldonado, Jones, Enriquez. It looked like Jones just turned it up another speed. He just took off like 3 steps, got in front of everybody. So it's going to be Jones, Maldonado, and it looks like from what we were looking at that Devin Dena may have outdone Danny Enriquez.
Wow. Yeah, you bring up KJ Jones there, turning it up a notch on the turn there. It looked like the young man from Edinburgh, Jalen Arevalo, was getting ready to make a move there, But once that happened, KJ Jones just turned it up a notch and did not look back there and finished strong.
Yeah, there was like a 3-step process of what he did on that side where it was just like 3 steps and he was already ahead of everybody else as he came out of that turn.
In fourth place from Edinburgh Vela.
So you've got the 200-meter girls final results.
Yes.
So let's talk about the replay.
Sure. Here, very quickly. Here.
Go ahead, Mike.
Notice in lane number two, it looks like the young man from Edinburgh was making a move there, but KJ Jones just kind of took it to another level, and then Joe Maldonado there in lane 3, also finishing strong there. Yeah, it looks like he was in third or fourth place, and then just was able to.
Hector Muñiz is the man I meant to mention that looks like he overtook Enriquez there at the end.
Right. And we see a shot there of KJ Jones there. But yes, the results of the girls 200-meter dash, fourth place was Danya Silber out of Edinburgh Vela. In third place was Monica Garza out of Edinburgh Vela. Second place was Jenna Martinez out of Wesco High School. And your first place winner with a time of 25.69 was Brisa Guzman out of Wesco East. And so that is not a record, is it, Joe? No, okay. But she did finish a whole second better than her prelim time. And I was just handed, Joe, the official results of the girls 300-meter hurdles. Remember, there was a confusion there.
Yeah, 25.54 is the girls' record, so she got pretty close to it.
Okay, so she was very, very close. So, nevertheless, a great race by Brisa Guzman. So, congratulations to her. And so now I have the official results of the girls 300-meter hurdles. In fourth place was a Carmen Mata out of Edinburgh Economides. In third place was a Priscilla Sanchez out of Edinburgh North. In second place was Areli Ramirez out of Edinburgh Economides. And your first place winner with a time of 45.85 was Lisa Marie Sanchez out of Wesco High School.
So there we go. We had it right, Mike. So I'm glad we're here, man.
Yeah, and another thing to mention, Joe, is after 15 events, Wesco High School is in first place with 166 points, and Wesco East is now in second place with 85, and Edinburgh High School is in third with 73. So it looks good for Wesco High School in that quest for their 8th straight district championship.
So here is our unofficial results for the boys. I have KJ Jones in first, Joe Maldonado in second, Hector Muñiz in third, Danny Enriquez in fourth. So we'll wait for those official results as we just watched the replay just a few seconds ago. But let's go ahead and go over the next event, which is the girls 1600-meter run. The best qualifying time is Angelica Noyola out of Edinburgh with a time of 5 minutes and 24 seconds. Destiny Longoria from Wesco has the second best time at 5:28. And then the rest of the qualifiers are going to be Liliana Perez from Edinburgh Vela, Tessie Garcia out of Wesco East, Samantha Cienfuegos from Wesco, Isabella Garcia, Edinburgh North, Natalie Garcia, Wesco High School, Kaylee Rawlings, Edinburgh, Daisy Doria, Edinburgh North, Marisa Garcia, Edinburgh North, Mia Guillen, Edinburgh, Esmeralda Ortega, Edinburgh Vela, Renee Diaz, Edinburgh Vela, Teresa Castillo, Edinburgh Economides, and Diane Lozano, Edinburgh Economides. And those are the finalists for the girls' 1600-meter run, which is just about to get underway. And remember, the 1600-meter run is 4 laps until completion. So it's 4 times around the track is what the 1600-meter run will consist of. The 1600-meter run girls division, the record was set in 2015 by Alexandria Cruz with a time of 5 minutes, 6 seconds, and 74/100ths of a second. So Angelica Noyola from Edinburgh is about 20 seconds off of that. And they're giving the young ladies last-minute instructions before we get this race underway. Remember that they've got to stay beyond the cones in their lane until they get to the other side of the curb. They will have a stagger start in heats or in flights 1 and 2, and they can make their way to the first lane once they get beyond the cones after the first turn. So we are just set to get underway. I know they handed you the boys 200, but we'll get those into our audience once they get started with this race, because we'll have plenty of time. It's a 1,600-meter run. So let us get this race started, because I know the last one started rather quickly.
Right, and just like that, Joe, we're down to what, 4 events left in the district meet tonight. Two boys and 2 girls, and so as you mentioned, a 1,600-meter run is what, 4 laps?
4 laps, yes.
Yeah, because it's 400, 400, 400, and 400. So this is an interesting one. A lot, we talk about strategy. There's a whole lot of strategy in this event, for sure. I mean, coaches, they kind of preach different things, depending on what kind of athlete they have, and they'll say, the first lap, just kind of pace yourself, take it easy, and so forth.
And they're off. So the 1,600-meter run is now officially underway. As we just mentioned, the time, or the record better yet, is 5 minutes, 6 seconds, and 74/100 of a second. And that was set back in 2015 by Alexandria Cruz. So the girls are just underway. And so I'll turn the mic over to Mike as he gives you the 200-meter boys results.
All right. 4th place was Danny Enriquez out of Edinburgh Vela. In 3rd place was Hector Muniz out of Westlake East. In 2nd place was Joe Maldonado out of Westlake High School. And your 1st place winner with a time of 22.20 was KJ Jones out of Westlake High School. And so now, after 14 events, we have Edinburgh Vela in 1st place with 167 points. And in 2nd place is Westlake High School with 123.66. And in 3rd place is Westlake East with 57.
So we are almost done with the first lap. Natalie Garcia, Angelica Noyola, Destiny Longoria, and Samantha Cienfuegos all up there ahead of the pack.
This would be about as close as they would get for like cross country, and I know some of these athletes were in cross country back in August and September when the school year started, and so this would be the closest thing to it, a long distance event for 4 laps there, and so they're kind of used to what all this is all about. And as far as strategy is concerned, the only difference is you're not running on hills or on grass or anything like that. You're running on a track.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so again, looks like Angelica Noyola is leading the pack, and in 2nd place is Liliana Perez out of Edinburgh Vela. We've got 3 Westlake runners in there as well, 3rd, 4th, and 6th place. Trying to see if that's Tessie in 4th place. Westlake East, because she is one of the district top runners, and it wouldn't be far from my understanding that she would not be up there leading, because she's one of the stronger runners.
And I mean, we're gonna see lead changes, I would kind of like 3 or 4 times at least. I mean, you're just gonna have runners kind of making their run, in different areas of the race. And that also includes for like 2nd place, for 3rd place, and 4th place. And that's really important, Joe, because as we mentioned, the top 4 advance to the area round. So, if let's say back here, you're in 6th, 7th place, you're way back there. But however, you may have a shot for 4th place. So that's just something to also keep in mind.
Isabella Garcia from Edinburgh North is in 5th place. We've got Liliana Perez and Angelica Noyola 1st and 2nd. Destiny Longoria and Samantha Cienfuegos in 3rd and 4th. So those are your top 4 right now.
Well, and then now the top 4 are kind of separating themselves now. So as we move into what would be the third or fourth lap?
They are now finishing the third lap.
Okay, so we're gonna go into the last lap there. So unless something changes between now and then, we pretty much are gonna have the top four runners there that we see on the screen are gonna be your qualifiers for the area round. But anything can happen with the whole lap left. When you hear the bell sound, that means that this is it. And they kind of do that also in swimming, Joe, when we covered swimming earlier in the year. In those long races, you'll have a bell sound in there, and that would tell the swimmers that, okay, this is the last lap, and the same thing goes for track. You hear the bell sound, and that tells the runners, like, this is it.
So the top three girls that came in with the top three times are in first, second, and third right now. You've got Angelica Noyola, Liliana Perez, and Destiny Longoria in those three spots, and then Samantha Cienfuegos in fourth. So Noyola beginning to distance herself, but look at Destiny. Destiny, who was in third, is beginning to make a move, and she's now on the outside shoulder of Liliana Perez. And now she's taking first place. She's just overtaken Noyola. And here comes Destiny down the home stretch. And Noyola and Perez and Longoria. Longoria keeping her first place position. And she has now thrown it into another gear and is now separated herself to win the gold medal for Weslaco. Destiny Longoria, who was in third place with about 250 meters to go, began to make her move. On the turn, she overtook Liliana Perez out of Edinburgh Vela, and as soon as she made the final turn, said, now is the time to put in the final kick, and that's when she overtook Noyola, and from there, Noyola didn't have anything left to take Destiny, and Destiny Longoria from Weslaco High School is your gold medal winner in the girls' 1,600-meter run.
Yeah, just the way they drew it up there, it just stayed on pace with everybody else, and then once that final lap sounded, as you mentioned, Joe, about the last 250 meters is when we saw Destiny turn it up like 2 or 3 notches, surpassing second and first place, and as she made the last turn there, took over, and you saw Angelica Noyola trying to stay with her, tried her best, and you know, I was looking at the facial expressions there, and and she just couldn't keep up with Destiny, just too much Destiny Longoria, and she gets a congratulations there from her teammates, and yeah, it's just great to see.
Absolutely.
She looks like she's losing her balance there, but
so here she comes. That's where she took over the last turn. She just said, you know what, I'm going to win this race, and grit and determination and hard work is what won the race for Destiny Longoria.
But let's give a shout out to Noyola there. She's trying so hard to keep up with Destiny. She just couldn't. Just Destiny just took over the race the last 250 meters or so, and just a great. You see the whole team there now. I mean, I think they can smell another district championship for Weslaco High School.
Well, let's go over the boys. The boys 1,600-meter run. Jeremy Nino, best qualifying time out of Edinburgh Vela. Remember, we saw him in the 3,200 and the 800 doing really well. Jeremy Nino, Juan Garcia, Edinburgh High School, Antonio Sanchez, Weslaco High School, Mario Sales, Edinburgh Vela, Abram Maldonado, Weslaco East. That's another one you need to keep your eye on. Tony Gonzalez out of Edinburgh North, Isaac Martinez, Weslaco East, Jorge Ponce, Dana North, Ramsey Moreno, Edinburgh Vela, Jesus Mora, Dan North, Javier Esquivel, Weslaco East, Edelmiro Marroquin, Edinburgh High, Asael Reyes, Dana North, Anthony Artillaga, Edinburgh High School, Jose Esqueda, Edinburgh North, Esteban Avila, Edinburgh Economides, and Andrew Nunez, Edinburgh North. So this one is also going to be fun because remember, Jeremy Nino is one of the top runners in 31-6A, as is Antonio Sanchez and Abram Maldonado. So those are 3 guys you really need to keep your eyes on.
Yeah, the prelim time are pretty close to each other. Nino with the top one, with the fastest finish at 4:28.73.
And they're off, and remember, just like we mentioned with the girls, They've got to stay in their lane so they make the turn, and now they can start making their way over to the first lane. And then now we'll begin to see them follow into some kind of rhythm, some kind of pace, and we'll begin to see who is going to set the pace in this race.
So far, everybody's pretty much next to each other in this first lap, but I think by the second lap, we'll see some kind of separation, but up to this point, everybody's pretty much in it.
Ramsey Moreno from Edinburgh Vela is up in first place. Javier Esquivel, Westlaco East, is right behind him. Nino is like in sixth place. We can see him. And there goes Juan Garcia from Edinburgh. He is one of the better runners in the district as well. He began to make a little bit of a move right there. He's now in third place. I'm looking for Sanchez. And I think Sanchez is right behind Nino. And I think that's going to be Sanchez's strategy, is to stick with Nino and then at the end begin to pull it off.
Yeah, I think Sanchez is actually starting to make a little move here. He's kind of in the middle of the pack a little bit, but you see here
now
he's trying to
runs out.
over. Yeah, he's trying to move over to his right there. As we make the final turn of the second lap.
And there goes Sanchez on the outside beginning to make a move. Sanchez is in there, and then of course Juan Garcia from Edinburgh. He's in third place right now. Those are the two guys that we need to keep an eye on to see when those two begin to make their move. See, there goes Garcia from Edinburgh. He's now in second place. Nino is beginning to fall back a little bit. I don't know if maybe he's just a little tired, because remember, he's won 2 races already, the 3200 and the 800.
And I think Abram Maldonado out of Westlaco East is right there in third place. Looked like he was going to make a little move there, but
yeah, Maldonado is beginning to make a move. He's right there with Nino and Sanchez. I think those guys are just going to say, you know what, we'll let the other ones begin to get out there in front. And once we begin to find a stride, we'll begin to set the pace. But Garcia is already overtaken everybody. He's in first place, and he is now leading the way. Sanchez is in third place. And now Vela is sending another runner up there.
And that would be number 4.
Mario Salas. You want to go ahead and give us the 1600-meter girls run finals?
Yes, fourth place was Samantha Cienfuegos out of Westlaco. In third place was Liliana Perez out of Edinburgh Vela. In second place was Angelica Noyola out of Edinburgh. And your first place winner with a time of 5:20.48 was Destiny Longoria out of Westlaco High School.
Congratulations, Destiny.
And after 16 events, really how many events do we have left? Just one on the girls' side, correct?
Right.
That's it. So we have Westlaco High School with 181 points. And in second place is a Westlaco East with 85 and Edinburgh with 83. So I think the Lady Panthers have pretty much wrapped their 8th consecutive district championship.
Well, we've got Juan Garcia in first, Mario Salas in second. Looks like Antonio Sanchez is in fourth.
If you notice, Joe, we're beginning to see some of the coaches make their way down here to the football field, yelling at their athletes to hustle, to hustle, to hustle.
And Nino, here comes Nino with a big kick. Nino trying to get Garcia, will he? And Nino gets 3 gold medals in runs. Nino, Garcia, Salas, and then Sanchez. Tony Sanchez finished 4th. So Sanchez will advance to the area round in the 1600-meter run.
Wow. What
so he's going to 3 competitions in area 3200, 800, and 1600.
Wow, what a finish that was. Outstanding job there, yes. Giving the man above some credit there, but what an outstanding finish that was for Nino. I mean, it looked like he was kind of falling off a little bit in the middle of the race, and then just you see the replay here. Just You see him in third place, actually, and then look at him go in the last 100-meter of the race there, and catching up to Juan Garcia out of Edinburgh there. And Juan Garcia, I don't know if he saw this coming, and just Nino just surpassed both athletes there. Just an outstanding job. What a race and what a day for this young man. 3 gold medals, huh?
Yes, what a race for Nino. What a day, I'm sorry, for Nino. So we are going to head to the final event of the evening. That is the 4x400 meter relay girls division, followed by the boys division. So let's go over the lane assignments really quickly here. Girls division, lane 1, Donna North, Ashley Acevedo, Salma Hurtado, Laura Juarez, and Gabby Aviles. In lane 2, Edinburgh Vela, Hannah Larson, Dana Cantu, Daniela Bustamante, and Debony Edney. In lane 3, Westlaco East, Giovanni Elizondo, Jenica Paz, Felicia Salazar, and Brandy Garcia. In lane 4, Westlaco High School, Emma Arndt, Calissa Cavazos, Alexa Davila, Amity Ebarb. In lane 5, Edinburgh North, Stephanie Puente, Evana Ramos, Frida Ramirez Barraza, and Trinity Ochoa. Edinburgh Economides will be in lane 6, Areli Ramirez, Jasmine Loredo, Dianette Garcia, and Brianna Mitchell. Edinburgh High School will be in lane 7, Ariana Guerra, Jessica Loredo, Angelica Noyola, and Ameline Garza. So a lot of familiar names in this race tonight.
Yeah, and it starts off with Emma Arndt, who's actually going to start off this relay. We saw her earlier as the anchor in the relay, and then we saw her as a third runner, and now we see her as a starter here.
But you've got a young lady in the name of Alexa Davila who ran well in the 200-meter dash, Calissa Cavazos, and then look who's anchoring.
Right. Amity Ebarb. So
Westlaco East, you've got a couple of really good names and a couple of them that you haven't heard of either who are going to be very fresh for this one. You've got to just imagine Brandy Garcia and Jenica Paz, some really good athletes there. Giovanna Elizondo and Felicia Salazar as well. So Westlaco East with a very good 4x4 meter relay as well. So again, let's go over the times. Westlaco High comes in with the best qualifying time with 4 minutes and 3 seconds. The record, and I don't have that available to me, Mike. Okay, I found it now. The record for the girls is 3:57. So 6 seconds is the differential between what they've qualified with versus the record. And that record is held by Westlaco High School. And guess who was on that team? Her sister as well.
Right.
Eleanor and
Angela Villarreal.
Angela Villarreal.
Right. Great athletes. Have the results of the boys 300-meter hurdles. In 4th place was Jonathan Reyes out of Edinburgh North. In 3rd place was Fernando Mendez out of Westlaco. In 2nd place was Roel de Leon out of Edinburgh North. And your 1st place winner with a time of 39.81 was Victor Segovia out of Edinburgh Vela.
In 4th place, from Edinburgh North, Jonathan Reyes.
Westlaco East is going to be in lane 3. They opt not to use blocks. In lane 4 is Westlaco High, and they will be in blocks.
From Edinburgh Vela with a time of 39.81, Victor Segovia.
So remember, the first leg has to stay in their lane all the way around. The second leg can move into the first lane once they've made the turn.
And is that what, a whole lap, or is that just the first turn?
The first turn. Once they've run their first 110 meters, there is a line over there that kind of curves that lets them know that they can begin to make their way to lane 1. But the first leg does have to make the complete lap in their lane. I think they're waiting to get someone in place. because they keep looking down here to the north side. And the starter has just gotten down. And again, we've seen some of these delays tonight, but again, Mike, as you've alluded to so many times, you got to make sure that everything is right, because remember earlier we had in the boys race, the 4x2, we had a lot of disqualifications.
Right. And we see one of the judges are standing with the flag up there. He's wearing a headset, so he's communicating with some of the other members of the I guess how would you say it? The judges, I guess, so some of the other judges in the district meet, making sure everybody's on the same page.
So I think they are getting close to being ready. So again, we are in our final two races. This is the final race for the girls. 4x400 meter relay, 4 laps around the track. Each young lady has to run a complete lap. Again, this is followed by the boys. The boys will have Edinburgh High in lane 1, Edinburgh Economides in lane 2, Westlaco East in lane 3, Edinburgh Vela in lane 4, Westlaco High in lane 5, Donna North in lane 6, and Edinburgh North in lane 7. Westlaco East has John Animas on that relay team as well. Animas has been on, if I'm not mistaken, every relay team.
I think you're right, Joe. So, I mean, that shows how valuable he is to the relay team.
Raven Figueroa, who's also run well tonight. Here goes, the gun is up. They are set. And they're off. That looks like a good, clean start. Remember, Westlaco High School is in lane 4. Westlaco East is in lane 3. Westlaco East, Giovanna Elizondo. And for Westlaco High, it's Emma Arndt. They are the starters of these relay teams. Emma has already made up the stagger on Edinburgh North. It looks like Economides has made up the stagger on Edinburgh High. Economides has Areli Ramirez, and I don't remember what she ran, but she finished strong in one of her races. So some big names here in 31-6A in this race. Emma running a great race. She has already made up the stagger on everyone. And look at Giovanna. Westlaco East is stride for stride with Westlaco High. Westlaco High is in first place. Here comes the handoff. Emma Arndt will hand it off to Calisa Cavazos. Westlaco East Giovanna Elizondo will hand it off to Jenica Paz. And Jenica, look at her move. And right here is when they begin to make their way down to the first lane. So from here on out, it's all on the inside lane. But this is a Westlaco High, Westlaco East, Edinburgh Economides race right now. And Westlaco High has Calissa Cavazos. Westlaco East, they've got Jenica Paz. And it looks like Economides is making a move, as is Donna North, if I'm not mistaken. But Westlaco is in first place.
Yeah, it looks like it is Donna North there in second place there. That would be what? Salma Hurtado.
And now for Westlaco, Alexa Davila, the 200-meter specialist. She is the anchor leg of that 4x200-meter relay that won a gold medal. So Westlaco has got a big 30-meter lead on the pack. Donna North is in second place. Edinburgh Economides is in third. Westlaco East is in fourth. And in Westlaco East, it is going to be Felicia Salazar with the baton. Westlaco High again is leading.
See a great camera shot there by Val Zamora. It looks like, what would you say, Joe, about 20 meters? But that gap is closing now.
Young ladies on.
Donna North.
Edinburgh Economides and Weslaco East. Donna North running strong, but look at Alexa turn it up here in the final leg down the home stretch. And she is going to give it to Emily Ebarb. And you can almost seal the deal if you're in first place and giving the baton to Emily Ebarb.
Especially when you have a 10, 20 meter gap. And
look how big it is now.
Look at how big it is now. Wow. Just look at
this
her
young
explode.
lady is in a class all by herself.
I mean, now I'm looking at the field and I see her running by herself, and now I see the other runners catching up in my window here in front of me. But yeah, I mean, that's just amazing watching Amity run, and just making it look so easy. But I mean, God, I know it's easier said than done. I know there's a lot of strategy involved, but my goodness.
So Weslaco High is going to win the gold medal. Look at that sprint. Look at that finish by Amity. Amity is going to get the gold medal for Weslaco. Amity Ebarb with a great finish and the gold medal for the Lady Panthers. And in second place is going to be Edinburgh Economides, followed by Donna North. First, second, and third, and Weslaco East will finish in fourth. So those are your top four finishers.
And I think this is just a perfect exclamation point to end this meet on the girls' side. And Weslaco High, another district championship. That would be 8 in a row. And that means that Coach Amaguer and the program are going to tie. They're going to tie Coach Platt's 8 consecutive district championships that he set back in the 80s and into the 90s of winning 8 straight district championships. So phenomenal job by the whole program.
Mike, and this team is in a position to win it again next year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. A lot of these girls are going to come back there. We see a replay. I mean, just look at Amity all by herself in the screen there, and then you see the runners behind her catching up. But it's just amazing watching her run and just making it look so easy. Just what an athlete she is and what a talent.
And remember, she is very good in cross country as well. So let's go over the boys division. Again, this is going to be the final event of the evening. The boys 4x400 meter relay. In lane 1, Edinburgh High School, Caden Hernandez, Christian Ramirez, Ryan Guidino, Abraham Gonzalez, Edinburgh Economides, Sebastian Cano, Julius Castillo, Victor Salinas, and Andrew Castillo. Weslaco East is going to be in lane 3. They have Joel Alanis, John Animas, David Medrano, and Raven Figueroa. In lane 4 would be Edinburgh Vela, Eduardo Guzman, Justin Cantu, Aiden Salazar, and Rene Luna. In lane 5 is Weslaco High School, Maynard Moran, Gabriel Gonzalez, Daniel Banda, Sebastian Flores. In lane 6, Donna North, William Perez, Oscar Salas, Rodrigo Rodriguez, Asael Reyes. And in lane 7 is Edinburgh North, Adolfo Huerta, Roel De Leon, Gabriel Gonzalez, and Jacob Cavazos.
I got the results of the girls 4x400 meter relay. Fourth place was Weslaco East. Third place was Edinburgh North. Second place was Edinburgh Economides. And your first place winner with a time of 4:03.30 was Weslaco High School. Congratulations. And final results of the girls 31-6A meet. Weslaco High School, 201 points, Joe. In second place was Weslaco East with 93. So closest to Weslaco High was Weslaco East. It was over 100 points. That's just outstanding. And then third place was Edinburgh Economides with 88.66.
Congratulations to the Weslaco High School girls, 8 consecutive district titles. So we are just getting ready to get underway with the boys division, and they are getting ready to get in their blocks. Edinburgh Vela comes in with the best qualifying time at 3:31.44. Weslaco High only 4/100ths of a second behind him, 3:31.48. Weslaco East, the third best time with 3:33. So we're looking forward to a great race. Once again, Westlaco East in lane 3, Westlaco High in lane 5. Edinburgh Vela right in the middle of those two in lane 4. And a good, clean start. Westlaco East, Joel Alanis is the first leg. Maynard Moran is the first leg for Westlaco High. Once again, we will let you know that the first leg's got to complete the lap in their lane. They'll hand it off to the second runner, who will then run the curb. And once they have completed the curb, they'll be able to make their way down into lane 1. So it looks like Edinburgh Vela is in first place, and Westlaco East is in second place. Edinburgh Vela followed by Westlaco East. Westlaco High is now making a move. Maynard Moran, look at that kick as he finishes off his leg of the 4x400 meter relay. Good finish there by Moran, and he's going to hand it off to Gabriel Gonzalez, the gold medal winner. So watch out there. Well, Westlaco East, John Animas.
Yeah, speaking of watch out, look at Gabriel go there, making a move there for first place.
So you got Gabriel and John Animas from Westlaco on this leg. Look at Animas make up the room, that gap. He's already beginning to make a move and getting Westlaco East into position as well. So Gabriel has now got Westlaco High in first.
So you got Westlaco High and Edinburgh Vela kind of going at it here in the second lap here. Gabriel kind of taking over now in this last 100 meters or so, extending the lead there as he's about to hand off to the next runner.
Yeah, Gabriel is going to hand it off to Daniel Banda. And here comes Daniel Banda. And Edinburgh North is in third, followed by Westlaco East. And Westlaco East has got David Moreno. So here comes David. Look at him catching up on Edinburgh North. And look at Banda beginning to extend the Westlaco High School lead. So Westlaco High is in first over Edinburgh Vela. And Banda is going to give it to Sebastian Flores. Edinburgh Vela will finish with Rene Luna. So Westlaco High, Edinburgh Vela, followed by Edinburgh North.
No, watch Edinburgh Vela there.
Edinburgh Vela, yes.
Making a move there for first place there. Look at him, look at that determination. Surpasses Banda for first place.
And here comes the final leg. Rene Luna for Edinburgh Vela and Sebastian Flores for Westlaco. Vela, Westlaco. East is in fifth.
Edinburgh North looked like it was in third place.
So it looks like it's going to be Edinburgh Vela, followed by Westlaco High School. What a race though, Mike.
Absolutely here. And now we got third place and fourth place coming.
Look at Westlaco. Look at Flores. Flores is coming on strong. Flores is going to take it gold for Westlaco. What a finish.
What a finish. The last, 20 meters or so, making his move there. Wow, outstanding job by the young man. Flores not giving up what we thought was a win for Edinburgh North.
Vela.
Edinburgh Vela. Flores had other plans and just surpassed him. And wow, look at that right there. Look at that shot. What a scene. Just getting congratulations. Oh wow, the whole team there to congratulate him, to high five him, to hug him. Well deserved. We even see Coach Stroman there with a round of applause there.
What a finish, Mike. We had just said, looks like it's going to be Vela Westlaco. But as you just said, for Westlaco, Sebastian Flores had other plans. Let's see if we can get that replay going. Here we go. You've got Rene Luna for Vela as the anchor leg and Flores for Westlaco. And right here, we're about the 50-meter mark, close to the finish line. And right here, you begin to see Flores just overtake him. That is just sheer grit, determination, heart. And that's a gold medal for Westlaco.
Oh yeah, when they get that gold medal, that's one that's going to be put up on the shelf for a long, long time. This is one that I think the whole relay team and the whole program is not going to forget for a pretty long time.
Yeah, great job there. And you look at the coaches. The coaches are excited as well. And they said, come on, gentlemen, let's go get on the podium and let's go savor this one.
Well, yeah, they deserve this moment. I mean, not only do they deserve to come out on the Jumbotron and get that great camera shot, they deserve to come out on that podium with the medals and shine bright.
All head coaches, all boys head coaches.
Well, we're just going to wait for those final results to come to us. But, Mike, as we wait for those, let's go over the team results for the girls because those are final.
To the south end zone, south of the goalpost.
Yes, the final results of the girls of the 31-6A was Wesco High School with 201 points. Wesco East was in second with 93 points. And Edinburgh Economides with 88.66. So Wesco High School for the 8th straight year pick up a district championship and are this year's 31-6A district champs. And I just got the results of the boys 4x400 meter relay. Fourth place was Donna North. In third place was Edinburgh North. In second place was Edinburgh Vela. And your first place winners with a time of 3:29.83 was Wesco High School. So congratulations to that relay team. And
what a finish.
Oh, what a finish. What a way to end it. Absolutely. What a way to end this whole meet, this whole district meet. I mean, we saw an example of will, of determination, as you mentioned, heart, to never give up. It ain't over till it's over. And but in the end, Edinburgh Vela are your 31-6A district champions with 213 points. And in second place with a strong showing was Wesco High School with 155.66. And in third place was Edinburgh North with 71 points.
Again, let's thank the KWES crew, Mike. All those guys have made this just a great production, a great event, a great night.
Sure, and it all starts with our KWES director, Carlos Robledo, and Mike Palacios, our chief photographer, who's sitting behind us, doing all the jilts back there, and the first lady also doing a great job with the graphics is Darlene Gracia, and our replay man was Adrian De Leon, doing a heck of a job, and then down out there as photographers was Don Ramirez, and then we have Val Zamora, who was the top cam, providing the wide shots, and then we had Vinny Berry, who was in the other side of the stadium, giving you that angle. And then we had the gimbal camera is what we call it, the birthday boy, Amadeo Briones.
Well, we'll wait for the podium stance for our Wesco boys, who just really outdid themselves on this last event, the 4x400 meter relay, taking over first place. Great run, great finish by Sebastian Flores, as he just really reached deep down to get first place, to get that gold medal for Wesco High School.
And the impressive thing, Joe, is that I'm sure in the back of their minds, they knew that team-wise, Edinburgh Vela was going to win the whole meet. But nevertheless, that young man just wanted to win first place for the team. He wanted to get first place in this particular event and finish the meet on a high note and just carry that momentum going into the area around. You see a great shot there of the relay team. Just an outstanding race altogether.
And there it is, your 4x400 meter relay gold medal team, the Wesco Panthers. What a race. What a run.
And I mean, if you recall, Gabriel Gonzalez, when he was given the baton, I mean, he went from what? I think it was third place, fourth place, into first place. And then after that, Edinburgh Vela took over the race for a while and had it till the very end, until Flores made his remarkable run there.
Yeah, they just did a great job. And as you mentioned, they did finish second team-wise in this meet. So a great, strong showing by the boys. Again, a lot of our young men and young ladies will be making it, and will continuing on to the area round. And of course, as you've mentioned so many times, and we can't stop because it is credit well deserved. The girls are your 8-time district champions.
And we see a great shot there of the whole team with Pablo Armaguer. And I asked Pablo when we were texting the other day, I go, has anybody broken that record before? I mean, because we know Coach Platt won 8 in a row, but has anybody else done that? He says, to his knowledge, no. But I mean, we don't know, being that you have the 5As, and you have the 6As, and you have the 4As and 3As. So we don't know if some of the other programs have maybe made that kind of run. But we do know that at the 5A, 6A level, it is fair to say that Wesco High School is the only program to ever do something like this. And this is just very, very special for the girls program overall. And just a terrific shot there of the whole team with the championship trophy there, 8 in a row, and the medals. And yeah, you see they're holding both hands up, 4 each, meaning 4 plus 4 is 8.
And there they showed in the middle, 4 plus 4, and of course a big wave from Amity Barb. And of course, I think maybe even one of the local news is here because they're flashing all kinds of signs there.
Yeah,
but once again, this is something that is just so well deserved, as you mentioned, Mike. 8 in a row, 8 district titles, and here comes Coach Almaguer.
Yeah.
I was waiting when he would make his presence felt there in this picture because, he's just a big part of Westlaco track and field for the girls.
This is how phenomenal it is for Pablo. I mean, we're talking about a coach that's been with Wesco ISD for what, 20? I think he told me 20 years or so. So he's been a member of now 8 championships in a row. And then you got to go back to high school where he won 4 in a row as a student, as an athlete. So we're talking 12 district championships for Pablo Armaguer. I really wonder if it gets old for him. I doubt it. I mean, because winning is it's great, it's special. But if you were to talk to Pablo, if you were to ask him, I'm sure the first thing he would tell you, no, it's not about me, it's about the kids. This is their moment right here. Them holding and hoisting that trophy and showing it to all the fans and to all the teammates of the whole community.
But you know what else he says, Mike? Because I've also had the pleasure of talking to Pablo on many occasions. He says, my coaches do so much as well.
Sure.
Coach Gavazos, Coach Sandisky, Coach Rivera.
Yeah.
He's got such a strong coaching crew that really assist him. And it's leaving me, but the shot put and discus coach for them as well. I see him out there working with the girls and the boys, of course, out there as well. So, all of those kids from the field events to the running events all contribute to this one moment where you get to hoist that district team title.
Yeah, and you see they're taking turns carrying that trophy. It's a tradition that takes place. So when you win a district or an area championship, you kind of jog around the track one time, and it's just a special feeling. I mean, just imagine carrying that trophy, and at the same time you have the medals around your neck. The only thing that worries me, Joe, is that I hope they don't drop the trophy. That's the only thing I would be worried about. They got to make sure to hold that thing nice and tight and make sure it doesn't fall down and falls into pieces.
Well, you think about just how tired they are. They've competed for a couple of days already, but they've competed at the highest level. So just how much energy do you have? But then again, you got to remember, this is probably sheer adrenaline.
Oh, absolutely. And the fact that they're able to do it in their own backyard here at Bobby Lackey Stadium, which is now called Texas National Bank Field at Bobby Lackey Stadium. And just to do it here in Westlaco, and you see the fans now coming out, and I'm sure they're going to take some pictures of them and hear them cheering them on, and just it's an amazing feeling for these girls. And I mean, they've won so many district championships. I wonder where they put it. I really do. I mean, because the trophy case only can hold up so much there at the Sepulveda gym, and so yeah, I mean, I just wonder if maybe they retire some of the old ones, and you wonder what they do with some of the other trophies that maybe they won, say, earlier in the decade. I don't know if they retire it or if maybe they put it away in a closet or something and keep it fresh. But But just an outstanding job, Joe. Just an outstanding job by these girls there. And the momentum will carry into the area meet, which will take place right here in Weslaco in 2 weeks. And then we got the results of the boys' 1,600 meter run. It looks like we had a tie for third between Juan Garcia out of Edinburgh and Antonio Sanchez out of Weslaco. And then in second place was Mario Salas out of Edinburgh Vela. And your first
If I'm not mistaken, Mario Salas is Edinburgh High School.
Oh, Edinburgh High School. Okay, so
I think that's a print error.
Okay. And your first place winner with a
No, Mario Salas, I'm sorry. Yeah, he is Edinburgh Edinburgh Vela.
Okay.
I was thinking Juan Garcia is Edinburgh High School. That's right.
Okay.
That was my mistake. Okay,
No
Edinburgh
problem.
Vela. There you go.
No problem. But nevertheless, Mario Salas was Edinburgh High's silver medal winner. And your first place winner was Jeremy Nino out of Edinburgh Vela with a time of 4:26.19.
Well, Mike, great working with you tonight. It was a great track meet. District 31 6A track meet is now in the books. The Weslaco High School boys finished second place. Edinburgh Vela as a team finished in first place. They are the 31 6A boys track team district title champion, but we cannot say enough once again about the girls. 8 straight district titles. So congratulations to them.
Congratulations to them. Congratulations to the whole coaching staff, starting with Pablo Magued, and I'm sure they have bigger plans now with area in 2 weeks.
Well, guys, we want to thank you for tuning in tonight, but it is all over. And again, we want to thank the great KWES crew. Carlos Robledo is the director of KWES, and of course, everybody else that took part in putting this great production together. So from Bobby Lackey Stadium, I am Joe Aguilar for Mike Gonzalez saying good night, and we'll see you in 2 weeks right here for the area round of 6A track and field. Good night, everybody.